Jungle group?
I mean, I've never heard of them when I lived there.
Really?
I never heard like
Because
them talk about them.
because only the
All
reason
we
why
heard,
What do you get?
all we heard of
Mayhem?
like Mayhem. Moriarty.
I think it's okay to say his name now. Like, I think it's okay. We
He's like
bring him-
Voldemort or something. He who cannot
No,
speak.
fam, he's like fucking Candyman or some shit. You can't say his name too many times. He pop up in the hood and start ratting on niggas.
Oh
But,
my God.
What? Sorry. But yeah, the only reason why I say that, because we interviewed Dolo from Ghetto Concept, and he's technically from Jungle, but like, I guess Quadro is from Rexdale, and I guess everybody always looked at Ghetto Concept as a Rexdale group. So it's just interesting asking somebody from Jungle if they looked at him as a Jungle group. But shout out Jungle. What's your look on Jungle music right now? The music scene.
I mean, I'm not sure, just because like everyone's hella inconsistent there right now. Like, you know, when's the last time Jigsaw dropped something? And
Good
he's
question.
tough. When's the last time he dropped something? Top 5's probably about to drop some more stuff.
And he
But-
dropped when he was in jail. Shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But like, we don't have many people dropping stuff like that.
So
You know?
I guess you being around Foolish and stuff, you've seen Five when he was younger.
Yeah,
Did
young when he was a kid.
Did you see this, like, well, obviously not the bad part of it, but like kind of the stardom, the marketing, like how he is promoting himself?
Didn't see it at all.
No, yeah.
Like, he was always like a funny guy, but he's literally the same as Super Foolish. Literally, like that's everything he says is what Foolish would say.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, even when he was on the camera, positivity, superstar. That's shit that Foolish would say. Like, literally shit that Foolish would say. That's literally shit. Like, I told him that. I DM'd him that. I was like, yo, bro, you're literally saying everything this nigga would have said.
Do you think he can bring back the peace to the city, or do you think he can bring the city together?
Oh, man, no, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. It's his persona,
Yep.
you know? And you gotta give it to him. Like, yo, honestly, he's about to have the rap scene lit. I'll be honest. I'm gonna tune into everything he does. He's fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? He's hilarious. I love
Can't
watching his
deny
lives. His lives turn into roasting sessions.
They do.
And it's fucking funny as fuck. And that's all niggas used to do when I lived in Jungle. They sit at the community center and roast each other.
I feel like he's one of the first people that really started doing that, and then people kind of mirrored their things after that. Because he was the main person I knew that would just be trolling people on live.
Yeah.
That's how I figured out who he was.
Nah, but he's really, really, really funny. Really funny.
Yeah, very entertaining.
R.I.P. Foolish.
RP Foolish, and I guess we're gonna see what's going on with Five, man. I guess Five's got he got the rest of 2024 to look forward to. And 2024 has been, I want to say, like top 3 years of all time in my 38 years of being on this earth, fam.
Really?
Fam, this year has been crazy.
Do you mean for yourself or just like in general?
Yes, for myself, and in general, it's been crazy. Alive Vegas?
What stood out for you
Oh, there's
Top
one that I
3
can't talk.
moments.
One I can't talk about.
that you can?
For myself or just
Yeah.
in general? For myself, I can't talk about.
No incriminations here.
Yeah, I can't incriminate myself. I can't do
In
that. Not yet.
general.
But in general, obviously the Cat Williams shit. That was pretty crazy. Top 5 being released from jail. I didn't see that happening. And Kendrick Lamar and Drake beefing. Or just, beef, this, whatever the hell you want to call it. Like, bro, what? Diddy getting arrested? Like, fam, this year's been crazy. Like, if you really break it down, this year has been nuts.
Uncle Murder has a lot to talk about.
He does.
Fam, the man has to have this shit going to, like, he's going to have to turn this into, like, a TV show or something, bro.
Yeah,
or a
he might-
series or
yeah.
a web series, because it's too much.
It's a lot.
There was a lot to talk about. About myself, though, what's 3 crazy things that I can talk about? I ate a lot of crazy foods this year.
That's always great.
Like, the food that I ate this year makes no sense. Shout out to Crumble. Shout out to CNE. You know what I'm saying?
Get
He
them
always has some
endorsements.
Crazy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Mr. Puffs. Oh, my God. Like, yeah, this year I ate some crazy shit. We interviewed Socrates again this year.
Yeah.
That was
Good.
super dope. Ray Daniels, you know, we're gonna talk about him. Like, I just like, I don't know. It was just this year's been solidified. Did we do Ace this year from Money and Violence, or was that last year?
It could have been top of the year. That was on a Zoom, right?
Yeah,
It could have been top of the year.
yeah.
But
I
it could have
interviewed
been
somebody.
last
yeah,
year,
like
though.
and hopefully the interview comes through next week. Is it next week we message him? Or the week after from my boy, from The Wire?
We messaged him last week. So hopefully I'll
I'm
reach
getting
out to him
too
in another
antsy.
week or so.
If I get that one, like I can retire.
That's what's up.
If I can interview somebody from my favorite TV show, I can
Right.
retire peacefully. I can also retire peacefully knowing I'm going to interview 11:11. But yo, it's the Man Dem Show. It's your boy Gutsy.
It's your boy Vegas.
It's your girl Alicia Cinnamon, aka Toronto's favorite spice.
Hey, cool, no. And today we got a special guest from Toronto. We're residing in Atlanta. That's what they say in wrestling. My guy, 11:11. Well, hold on. We're going to go with a song of the week. You know what I'm saying? We're going to slow it down for the people, them, as Vegas gets the tunes. I don't know if you guys want to put on your headsets to hear this nice tune that I got loaded up for you guys.
Hey.
Jeez. 11:11 with the beautiful Lyrica Anderson.
Super beautiful.
All the cars, clothes, stain for blood. Maybe a house, a BBL, my time if it ain't enough.
Woo!
I'll take the time to get to know ya. We don't need friends involved. It's just you and me and love. Don't waste no time. We're only getting older. So far being friends, we must say it 'cause you're all I want. All I want.
Jeez.
You and me, you're all I want. For being friends, we must say, baby, you're all I want.
Those vocals you try to hit when you're in the shower.
I could be your zen, baby. Just give me peace in return.
Hear the pain in her voice.
Usually just friends on niggas, but you
I have
know
any
my
big
word.
waist ass niggas are like A1.
That kid needs to beat it, fam. Move aside for a real nigga. A1. Okay.
Lyrica's too dope for him.
Lyrica's too bad for you.
Are they still together, by the way? Lyrica and A1. Okay, good. Where's you? Nah.
For being friends, we must say, baby, you're all I want. You and me, baby, for being friends, we must say,
Nice. I would have mixed it like that too.
For now. You don't do R&B, nigga. You hip hop. You rap, nigga.
Do everything, bro.
Real beat face music. Instant panty removers.
Yo.
What is it? WBLK Midnight Groove.
Quiet Storm.
Them Quiet Stormers. Quiet Stormers. Yo, how I guess you work with a lot of song artists or songwriters. Is that dope? Like two songwriters getting together? Is that like easier making a song like
I mean,
that?
I wrote that whole song.
Oh, you wrote the whole song.
Wow.
So you just got Lyrica to bless the lyrics on that.
She heard the song when I was writing it in the studio. She was in the office next to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like blasting it because when I'm in the studio, I blast my music.
Makes sense.
You know, and I was just making it, and she's like, "I love this song." I was like, "All right, come get on it." And I just finished the second verse, and I cut it. Like she cut it with me, because I recorded us too.
God damn.
You make beats too?
Yeah,
Singer, songwriter, beat maker.
engineer.
You are You are an artist. You are a fucking artist.
So yes, we got 11:11 in the building. You got any shout outs? Anybody you want to big up?
I want to shout out, all the Man Dem here. Obviously, appreciate y'all. You feel me? I want to shout out all my friends that are here too. Everyone in Atlanta, back in Atlanta, my second home. Ray Daniels, Dave Vaughn. everyone over there. Appreciate y'all. You know, and I want to shout out Toronto in the city because I'm back here and this is where I'm from, bro.
Facts.
You feel me? So
You forgot one thing.
ooh yeah.
We're gonna get it.
Ooh yeah.
There you go.
Yo, so this is the second time we've met.
Yeah.
The first time we met, did you know it was me?
No.
Cause I was looking and I was just like, yo, is this guy, bro?
Where was this?
Brampton. I might have to timestamp some of this. We were at the it was your son's birthday.
Oh my god. I remember now.
Yeah, because it was the Toronto man in me the whole time. I'm like, yo.
Oh my god, I
But I'm
remember
like-
now. And
but
it
I'm
was,
like-
it was like a little
Yeah. Fam, the whole time I'm like, no way it's this guy.
It
I'm
was,
like, it didn't
was
make...
it in Brampton? Was it? It was. I swear it
Yes,
was
it was in
Palladium.
Brampton. Yes, we were at the
Palladium.
Palladium. Yes, fam. So the whole time I'm thinking it's you, but I'm like, the Toronto man in me was just like, nah, I'm not gonna ask this guy if that's 11-11, fam. That's weird, fam. Like, why the fuck am I doing that? So the whole time I'm telling everybody, like,
You had a
I'm
jersey
telling
on.
this guy.
You had a jersey on.
Yeah,
bro. I remember.
fam. I'm like, I'm leaving there too. I'm driving home. I'm like, fam, if that's 11-11 and I didn't like link, I'm gonna feel like a real idiot. And it ended up being you, fam. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
Toronto niggas, bro.
I had my son with me, my niece.
Yeah, it was a family thing.
It was fire. It
Yeah,
was
it was.
fun.
I went back there. Thank you guys. Put me onto a spot, fam. I like those little spots, bro. But
That's
yeah, fam.
so funny, bro. I remember
thought
exactly.
Yeah. It was a good night, man. Good day. But how you been? Mental health check. How's everything been with you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good now. You know, I was in a rough spot 2 years ago, but going to Atlanta for the last 6 months and coming back here was like really needed. Mentally for me, in like the sense of even just being consistent, because my whole career I've been like mad inconsistent, overthinking what should I release, overthinking content. I'm the most like consistent with content I've ever been in my life.
You seen
So
that?
that's I'm proud of that. But I'm just in a different total like space now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm just here to work and mingle with everybody, bro. You feel me?
What do you feel like the difference is between the scene in Atlanta and Toronto?
I feel like Atlanta is more family, like based. Like Toronto, everybody's. It's I've been saying it. In Toronto, everyone just acts too cool, and I hate that. And it's like nobody wants to collaborate with anybody, and it's like we could be winning as a city.
Facts.
So much if people just collaborated with people,
Facts.
put politics aside, and just wasn't too cool.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be mysterious. Everyone wants to be cool. Everyone wants to be like, oh, I'm not going to that. I'm too cool. I'm too good for that. I'm too
Exactly.
cool for that. But it's like if we can just stop that and just all come together, just like how LA did for Kendrick, we could just be taken over for real.
We could. I talk about it all the time. Like, well, we just spoke about it not too long ago.
Literally.
Like, I like the whole stream that they did, but I wish there was like a Canadian streamer up there.
And one thing that a lot of rappers need to understand here is that Americans don't like the Toronto accent on rap songs. So it's like you gotta grow from that.
Do we have to
we
grow
have-
from
I
Yeah,
feel
that?
that. I
though,
feel like
fam?
you do. I feel
Why
like you
though?
do.
Why though?
At
Why?
a certain point, if you wanna expand your audience, you're gonna have to grow from that. Unless you just wanna go tap in with the UK man.
But
You know what I mean?
they can do it, and I feel like there's other places that can do it too. I just feel like it's a thing where it's like good music is good music. I think that's more the problem.
I listen
think
to
they'll get it.
I listen to a lot of Toronto artists. You know what I mean? I love that
think
shit.
Yeah,
what
but
it
they
is
don't. But let's
is
be
like-
real, they don't make good music though.
We do. We just don't have
Some
the
of them
outlets.
do.
Some
A
of them
lot of us
do.
do.
Some of them do. But just from experience by like just playing
Yeah.
the shit that I listen to here in
Yeah.
Atlanta and like a full like I'll play like an example like Roni in Toronto and in Atlanta. They're automatically saying, shut that off. That sounds weird. It's because of his accent.
But think about
You
it.
know
There
what
was
I
a
mean?
point in time when people also felt that way about Atlanta people. Nobody thought Atlanta was going to pop the way it was when South music came out. Even like the Paul Walls and the Texas and stuff like that. So I kind of feel like, I think, because as a singer, there's this thing like, let's say you're from the UK, you're supposed to leave your accent. You're never supposed to have an accent. There's like a universal accent. So I kind of get what you're saying is that there's supposed to be like a universal where like people kind of shouldn't know where you're from right off the bat.
Like look at Northside Benji. What's that guy's name?
But he never does anything though.
NF
Portion's different. Portion
I feel
definitely
they don't sound like they're from
Right.
Toronto.
Yeah, Portion definitely doesn't sound like he's from
Because I
Toronto.
even feel like with somebody like Ludacris, and I didn't realize that he did like radio before this, but he's Atlanta, but he doesn't sound Atlanta. Like you still have to have that kind of like, you could be Toronto, but if you're to Toronto, it doesn't reach where it needs to go.
That's
Like
is
that
the
Bacardi
truth.
slang.
It's really the truth.
Only we understand that.
Yeah,
So it's, like,
it's really the truth. Because I tested it out in Atlanta, and they fucking hated that shit. They
What did you
hated
say?
it. I'm there like, this is tough. I'm there like, this
Right.
is tough. What do you mean?
They're
What are you
mocking
saying?
you, yeah.
Tough. It's like, what's
They're
this
like,
guy?
"Tell
Like,
us what
they're
you're
like,
talking
what do you
about."
mean? He's
British
speaking so
leprechaun,
proper.
Yeah.
Literally, they're like, he's speaking so proper. Like, there's no swag to it. I'm
Bro,
like,
when
bro.
I'm gaming, they do that to me all the time. Look at this. He's from Canada, eh?
But
Oh
I don't
my
even
god.
really
you're
sound
proper.
like that though. I feel like this accent came out of nowhere. Like
It's been the accent though. Truthfully,
It's
I
kind
think
of
it
been
depends
it.
on where
It's
you're
been it.
from,
It's
because like you
It's-
don't
it-
sound
maybe
like
back in
him.
the day it's a little more
And you don't
Jamaican.
sound- where you from? Like
I'm Guyanese in
no,
Beijing.
but I mean like Toronto wise.
Oh, the West.
Like what if you
Rexdale.
Rexdale, and then you're obviously Scarborough. Like there's a difference. Like, you sound Mississauga.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Wow, this was a saga.
So now we're breaking it down from like sounds to cities.
I didn't even know Saga had an accent.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah, we
even know
sound
they were
like,
in
sound like
Mississippi.
this.
It's
Nah,
like
that's what it
kinda
sounds
What a
like.
Brampton
fam.
guy
It's
sound.
kind of West End, but
That's the
still
Brampton
proper.
sound too. The whole peel sound like this.
No,
Nah, I'm
Brampton
telling you.
definitely. Like I can tell. Like there's
It's a
a West
dumb
End
sound.
man do
He's the
not
one
sound
that
like
started
Scarborough
it.
man. Like there's a huge difference. Who?
Wazak.
Brandon.
Oh,
Brandon is
that guy's
the
funny.
one that started this shit.
Yeah, he
If
is.
you really think
He
about
is,
it,
yeah.
he's the one that kind of put the emphasis on the Toronto talk and the way we would talk.
Bro, he's so funny.
And I think he's the one that started it.
I think
and
so.
And then it was my boy, Bucks.
Oh
and then
man.
Plush just made it disgusting.
You know what I think it is? I think it's
Made
kind of
me
like
Plush
when
and
sick to my
Snowy.
it's like when
stomach,
Jamaicans
fam.
get around other Jamaicans, the accent comes out harder. I feel it's like that when you're in Toronto, like we stress things a little bit, but we don't really talk like that on a regular basis. Like if you're around other Toronto people, you're like, yeah, dog, yeah, eh. Like we'll stress
it doesn't
But-
happen. That's why I was trying to
Yeah.
explain to people in America. Like, do you guys really talk like this? I'm like,
No,
no, not really. Like
we'll mock
sometimes,
ourselves.
yeah.
Like
Sometimes,
the man there,
yeah, like, sometimes, yeah, but like not all the time. Like we're not about to
legit
go
making
to.
fun of our own selves.
We're not
if
about to go
nothing
hand a
else,
resume, and be like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get a job still.
Straight.
Like, you know,
You're saying that, like,
some mans will, but still.
yeah, they would.
Yo, where do I drop off this resume?
Trying to get this job
cuz you the
still,
manager,
like
dog.
you say.
You the manager?
You the manager, dog.
cuz?
Yo, I got this resume right here, fam. Anything you need.
The only thing I can say is I
there
never
is.
realized how much I said A until I was in America.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shit, we really do like A after
do you say?
everything.
Yeah, A. After everything.
like
Yeah, A.
everything. Literally.
Did you have to cut that off 11? Like, did you catch yourself
Nope.
saying A a lot?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then you're
Oh,
like,
they'll
whoa.
tell
And they
you.
always mock.
There you exactly. They'll
Yeah,
let
yeah.
you know. Like they'll count it. Like look, you did it again. Like, shut up, man.
Yeah. So much that I had to make a song and include the
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, 100%.
Straight.
Yeah, 100%.
That would be a Canadian heritage moment.
No, I made a bagger called Canadian Girl, and I think it could do good.
Is that like your play off of, what is it, Liberian Girl?
Type shit.
Yeah? That's where you go?
That's how you know I've been in Atlanta.
Type shit. Type shit. Yeah, I'm gonna mock you. Type shit. Look at this future ass nigga. Type shit.
But you kind of have to adapt because they will point out your accent every chance
And
you get.
if when
So
you're
just-
that's all I was
you
hanging
blend.
around is
Yeah.
the niggas
Yeah.
in Atlanta, and that's all they were saying. So
Yeah.
I watched Drewski
pull up on
too,
me is
so
like, is
it's
that a threat or an invite?
The first time I went to Atlanta, I was like, "Yo, what are you saying?" And a nigga thought I wanted to fight.
Fight.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it was up.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
swear
really
to God. And
understand
I was
your
like, and
lingo.
he was like,
The man
"The
started
fuck you
lifting up
mean? What are you
his
saying?" I'm like, "What are you saying? Like, what do
The
you?"
man went like this. The man went like this. The man went like this.
Literally, bro. He's like, I'm like, what do you? I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? I'm like, what are you saying? He's like, you know what that means, right? And I'm like, it means like, what's up? What are you doing today?
Oh,
He's like, no, nigga, it means you want to catch a fade.
yeah.
I was like,
Absolutely.
nah, bro.
The
I was
lingo
just
is
seeing what you were
totally
doing
different.
today. I was seeing how
Yeah.
you were doing today. Damn.
It's like telling a New Yorker good morning. You don't do that. Yeah, you're not supposed to
Try
tell
to say
somebody
like,
in New York and good morning.
morning.
Like, what do
What
you
you
mean
mean by
good
that,
morning,
nigga?
fam? Like,
Was that
man's
supposed
some
to
top
mean?
5 shit. That's crazy.
Nah, that was funny.
So, take me back. You know, you're from Jungle. Were you born and raised here in Toronto?
Born and raised, yeah. I didn't live in jungle all my life. I was moving around a lot. My family wasn't fortunate, was mad poor, so we were always moving around different schools, different neighborhoods. And then my mom finally got a place in housing, and it was in Jungle. And we all moved there, and they were all so scared. You know, everyone crying. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're gonna live here. It looks so scary. And I was the only one like, this is tough.
Yeah, this is a problem.
It looks like I'm about to have a fun time.
Back then? Like when you were growing up in it? Was
Yeah,
it bad?
it was still bad. It wasn't as bad as it was before I moved there,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still bad. It was still active for sure. Definitely seen a couple of shootings, but you know, I was a good kid. I wasn't a part of that stuff. I had all my friends that were in it,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't doing anything crazy. I was the guy that was just trying to make it out the hood, you know, and everyone knew me as the producer there.
Okay.
So I worked at Lawrence Heights Community Center running the studio there.
Proper.
So I was just making beats, recording the niggas in the studio, and they just fucked with me. I fucked with everyone else, you know? Like, I wasn't one of those kids that was sheltered inside. Like, I didn't move to the hood and stay inside, because you do that, you're gonna be a target, like my neighbor was. You know what I mean?
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
You gotta go outside and connect with people.
Facts.
So people know who you are. So that when you're walking in the hood, they don't look at you as like, who the fuck is this
That is
guy?
true.
You know what I mean? So I made it a thing to go outside and be outside. So everyone knew me.
So who took you in and actually told you, okay, to be the engineer or the producer, or was this something like you had a laptop and playing with Fruity Loops? What had the music side? Did somebody say, hey, we have a recording studio in the...
So this is how it started at first. I was a football player at first, and I wanted to do that heavy. And then my little brother, who did music at the time too, he put me onto a program called Fruity Loops, started making beats heavy. And then as I started making beats, a good friend of mine, DT, I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar with him, but...
DT Beats?
Yeah. He's an artist. He raps.
Oh, he raps.
DT, the dread guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
tall,
Oh, DT
tall
the
guy.
artist. DT
Tall,
the
yeah,
artist.
DT
And he
the
has
artist.
dreads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tall guy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
He ended up coming to Lawrence Heights and working there, and then he took me in, under his wing, yo, come work here. I see you're a good kid. Come work with me.
Proper.
I want you to, run the studio with me. Because, he's seen that I knew everybody. I was well involved in the community. You know what I mean? I was always outside. So he's like, yo, let me get this kid from outside in the studio in the center so I make sure he's good. So shout out to him, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have learned a lot of the shit that I know now. But he definitely took me under the wing, and from there, just started making a lot of beats, recording a lot of people, learning off of YouTube, started singing more, recording my little brother, recording Stupid Foolish, R.I.P.
Was Foolish the first person, other than your brother, that you recorded for?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I took him under my wing.
That's
You know
crazy.
what I mean? So it was I was making sure that, yo, after school, come to the studio, bro, let's record something. Or go make that video. He still has a video up to this day. I'm in it. You can see me with my young face. You know what I mean? And he's kicking down the trash cans and shit. But I was recording him a lot and developing him. You know what I mean?
Was he also the first artist to rap on one of your beats?
No.
Who was the first artist?
Has to be my dog Psycho. He lived in Dorney Court, because I was going with him a lot. We were always just making music in his bedroom. To
What
be
did
honest,
you start doing first? Beat making?
beat making. I started as a producer and just making hella beats.
So when did you
You know?
realize you could sing?
When I made a song for my ex-girlfriend that broke up with me.
See, that's how it goes.
Broke up from me. She broke up with
That's
me.
how it starts.
She broke up with me, and I was like, "Yo, let me make a song." And
Exactly.
I'll never forget
Those
it.
are the best.
It was on the "Tell Me" Bobby Valentino beat.
That's a nice beat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. You lost this dick.
No, it wasn't even one of those, bro. It wasn't one of those. It wasn't a diss song.
Oh,
It
you
was-
wanted her back.
Bro, I wanted her back. She was the popular girl in school, dancer.
You still talk
You
to
know
her?
what I mean? Nah. But it's nothing crazy. I don't have no hate towards her or
No,
anything.
yeah.
But, it was in high school. But I made a song called "Missing You, Babe."
Aw.
And it was so trash, but it was so trash. But at the time,
It's
thought it was
banging.
fire.
It was
I was
fire.
like, yeah, I'm missing you, babe. I'm gonna get her back. Didn't get her back, but
Did
You know?
Did she hear the tune?
Yeah, for sure. I was on MSN playing it so she can see the
Damn.
title. So she can see
Come on,
it.
sound effects.
I know they're supposed to
Sound
actually bring
effects.
that back to. They're
Man
bringing that to
said
Instagram where you can put
messenger.
your music on Instagram.
Yeah.
now,
Hey, yo,
that
well,
back,
You know, I was playing
MySpace.
it. Click it, play it, click it, play it, so she can see. Tyler's listening to.
Wow.
Missing you, babe.
Damn.
Signing in, signing out, signing in,
days.
signing out. I'm seeing she's on there.
Oh,
So you can see.
man.
Get the notification.
MSN Mention was diabolical still.
Oh,
that was,
yes,
that was
that
a
was-
diabolical app.
Bro,
still.
I had it all. I had the heartbreak in my name and stuff, you know, to make her know, like, yo, I want you back, like, you
Oh
know.
my god.
But it was funny.
It's finest.
Then that was done. I had to go back on Vibe TO, T.Wire,
Dad,
trying to find
pick up
some
T.Wire.
some things.
Shout out Black Planet.
I still
though.
have my Black Planet. When Instagram goes down,
No
Chill.
way.
Black Planet. I'm telling you,
it's
Black
lit.
Planet.
I met, you know how many people I've connected with and done like music with throughout there? Like, yo, Black Planet is like, it's still going. It needs to come back.
Wrong reasons, not the same reasons as her. Different reasons.
Yo, were you like the type of producer that was kind of like, since you worked with a lot of artists at the Lawrence High Center, were you afraid to showcase your beats to be like, yo, I make beats too?
Hell
Like,
no, I was not like that. That's
Okay,
one thing I wasn't
thank
like.
God,
I
thank
was
God.
like, yo, come listen to this beat all the time. Like I said, I'm in the studio, I'm blasting my shit so people can walk by and hear it.
Okay, good.
You know what I mean? So I was
Yeah.
always, they would come in, we'd have Freestyle Fridays, my beats playing, I'm in the background just listening to niggas rap, and I'm like feeling good, you know, like, yeah, I made this beat, you know?
It's a good
But
feeling.
It's a
Trust
great
me.
feeling,
It's
you
a
know?
good-
When
yeah.
even when people want to come rap
Facts.
on your beats and shit. So yeah, it was dope. Dope time. I love the community center. That time, like, I wish I could go back. You know what
Why
I mean?
can't you?
I mean, like, back in time. Like, and
Those
like,
times.
just, you know, just enjoy those times more.
Yeah.
You
for
feel
sure.
We
me?
appreciate them.
Well, that's
Because
what I'm
niggas
saying,
wanted
it's
to
like-
grow up so fast.
Right.
But
Yes,
it's just
we
like,
did.
bro,
And once
if I could
music
go back-
becomes more business than music, it's like sometimes you forget like why you even got in it and
like,
passion.
I really
hunger.
just used to be in the studio, make
Yeah.
songs, and after the studio was done, we used to sit in front of the center and literally just roast each other.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's how you develop
Like,
your
literally,
backbone,
yeah,
bro.
literally
Like, are
just
you really
roast
from
each other.
Toronto if you didn't have a roasting session? Like,
And see who could get the best reaction
straight.
out of the roast you did.
Straight.
If a man runs away laughing, you won. You know what I mean?
You got like
You
3
won,
seconds
like,
to
you
respond,
won.
so your time is up, bro.
We used to do that shit all the time.
So fast forward now, you're making music. You know, you decide you're gonna do R&B. What you said there was a point in time where you're just like you had a down point. What was that down point? Like what caused
2
you
years
to-
ago,
Yeah, the 2 year point.
I was really I fell into a bad like addiction habit. I was popping a lot of opioids
Okay.
and perks, but I wasn't doing it to the point where I couldn't function. I was just stuck in a routine of like taking a perk every day, and like it slowed me down because I was so okay with being where I was. Once you take that drug, it's kind of like nothing else. You don't give a shit about anything else. You're cool with where you're at. And I was just doing that for the 2 years straight. And don't get it wrong, I was in the studio though, making music, but that can only like take you so far. Like you can only just be in the studio making music and not releasing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not doing content. And that was all my downfall. So I was doing that but still making music. So I was still making fire music. I wasn't doing nothing, but it had me like standing still because I was afraid to hop off of the perks and deal with withdrawals and deal with the like actual emotions that I have to go through when going through this journey. You know what I mean? So I was just popping that like every day. And then eventually it came to a point where it was like, okay, I'm going to Atlanta in like 2 weeks. I need to stop. Like, it's time for you to like wake the fuck up. What are you gonna do? Stop in Atlanta and go through withdrawals in Atlanta, and everyone just sees you like
Mash up.
mosh up? I don't want to do that. So I just stopped and then went to Atlanta, and here we are now.
Shout out.
You know what I mean? Like haven't
I love
done
the
anything.
transparency. That's what's up.
Appreciate
You
it.
Straight
need
up.
that. You need that.
Cool.
Yeah,
we all have
so-
stories, and that's what I was saying earlier in terms of like, it's going in. But in terms of like an outlet like this, like have you told that story before? Like,
I'm opening up a lot
Right.
more about it. This is probably like the third place that I've said it.
right.
before I would never.
Right.
Because I wasn't done with it.
Right.
So I didn't want to talk about it and still be on it
Right.
and be lying
Right.
to myself.
Facts.
So it's like now it's like, okay, I feel comfortable talking about it because now it doesn't bother me. Now I can go without
Right.
popping a perk.
That's
You know what I
what's up.
mean?
People
What?
are-
Sorry, Gutsy. Sorry. Was it cold turkey? You just
Yeah,
get up
yeah,
and said,
yeah.
"Fuck it."
Done. Over with.
Yo, I
Shit
feel
was
like
hard as
Atlanta will
fuck.
really motivate you to be like,
But it was also
Yeah.
Atlanta was also the helped me get.
Yeah.
Didn't help me get through perks, but it helped me start doing perks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
started.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Because
yeah?
it's heavy over
yeah,
there.
that's true.
It's heavy over
That
there.
is true. What?
Like,
How
but
did you
it's
get
really
into going to
expensive.
Atlanta? Was it DC?
Oh,
Pardon?
Was it
hold on,
DC?
hold on.
No.
I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back to that. Well, really quick, I just wanna great mind think alike because that's what I was gonna ask.
What?
This guy's fried.
Or
you
I
just
would
asked-
ask
well,
you
you just
how
asked-
it was
yeah,
cold
yeah,
turkey.
How did it turkey or if there
sorry.
was something
Oh, the
else?
cold
So,
turkey.
you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
So I wanted
Magneto
to
Professor X.
I wanted to wean off of it because that's the best way to do it,
Yeah.
but I didn't have time to do that. Like I didn't have time to like, okay, let me just take half and wean off. But it was just like, okay, no more, over with. And that shit was really hard because the withdrawals, that shit's terrifying.
Yeah.
Going through that shit, you're just sitting there, hot flashes, cold flashes, can't sleep. And that's one thing I was afraid to deal with, you know? But I dealt with it and I got through it, you know what I mean? So it's
Proud
like
of you, brother.
people need to really see that like if you're stuck like that and you're that deep into it, you can get out of it. Even though you're there still, like there could be someone listening to this right now and like they're high off a perk thinking, fuck man, like I'm not gonna be able to get off of it. But bro, like look at me, I did it, you know? I haven't popped a single perk in like 7-8 months. You know what I mean? And I don't have no desire to do it.
God
Because
bless
it's like,
you.
I don't need that, bro. I don't
Right.
need to be high off of a drug. I can be high off life. You feel me?
Dope.
Yeah, straight up.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's proper. Being that you, actually, I'll get into that after. How did you? I guess yeah. To your question, ask him. How did he get to Atlanta?
How did you get into like the Atlanta scene?
Um,
Like, what made you choose that over like LA or New York?
it was Ray Daniels actually. It was because of Ray Daniels. I lived in LA for a couple of months, so I already did that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then Ray called me up one day. He tried to get a hold of me, and when he tried to get a hold of me, I didn't know who he was at first. And now, because I'm just working a job 1 to 9.
Right.
You know, in a warehouse, living with my baby mom's in a basement apartment. You know, so, and at the time I had like 25 million views and shit on YouTube.
Right.
But I'm still working a job.
Right.
So imagine how that felt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, bro, I'm on a TVC
Have you ever got a
right
Juno?
now. Pardon?
Have you ever got a Juno?
No, I haven't. Just because I didn't even submit it
Mm-hmm.
at the right time. So I'm sure if I
At
submitted
least he
it,
knows. At
Yeah.
least he
Yeah.
knows.
You
You
know.
know. At least he knows. At least he knows.
I didn't submit it at the right time. I'm sure if I submitted
Right.
at the right time, I'd even be nominated. I
So
don't know if
before
I
we
won,
get to
but
the other thing, do you feel like as a Toronto artist, do you feel that it's something that like you need or want, like to kind of just solidify you as a Canadian artist? Like, is that something that you
like
aspire
it'd be
for?
cool. Yeah, it would be cool. Of course, it would be cool. But also just like,
BT where we be better. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
like
joking.
it's like, it's just I just know what Junos come with. It's really
Yeah.
political.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just bro.
We were talking about
Some
it.
people
It's
win
okay,
that
get
shit, and it's
comfortable.
like, how did you win that over this person?
All right then.
You know what I mean?
We literally all right.
Like, how you win that over this person? That person did way better than
Alright
you did
then.
this
Yo,
year.
Junos, I
Okay.
promise you, we're not trying to back you up like this.
It's
but,
not the Junos,
but no,
it's
but
the
no,
Junos.
hold on.
It's
Let me
real.
It's just
finish.
the real.
Let me finish. We're not trying to, but you guys are going to get it. That's what I'm gonna say. We're not trying. We're not coming in here like purposely trying to get at you guys. But you guys will get it because we're just the truth tellers.
And they
over
gotta
here.
see this because they follow me, so I know
Absolutely,
they
yeah.
definitely gonna see this shit.
Oh
But it's just,
man, poor things when he clips this up. Oh,
they're definitely gonna see this. But it's
No, but
just
I mean,
seem-
like it's
like I respect everyone
you
that won a
cannot-
Juno. They deserve it. Don't get
Right.
it wrong because they all put in work.
but
it-
there are
I-
people
it
that
just-
are more deserving.
Yeah, to me,
Straight.
it's just like I feel like someone else should have won that.
Straight.
Like they had a better year. Like
Yeah.
you feel me?
Like I said, like there's people that pop out during Juno season, like they're like Mariah Carey at Christmas time. They'll just pop out
Yeah.
for Juno season. They know when to submit their music, da, 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 and then they get certain stuff, and it's like this person was grinding like all year round, and didn't get that recognition because either they don't know when to submit or how the process is or whatever.
I didn't
the
even
case
know
may
you
be.
had to submit.
Yeah. Well, all my
didn't even
life
know you
growing
had
up,
to
I
submit
thought
till
people
recently.
nominated us.
I found
Like,
out
that's
through
what
my
I
boy. My boy told me like, "Yo, do you want to submit for a Juno?"
Submit,
and I'm
I
like,
gotta
"You have to
nominate
submit."
myself.
I thought they would just
Right.
be like, "Yo,
Yeah, oh, this
Right.
you're
guy's
doing
lit.
good.
Right.
You're doing good." So we gonna
Right.
nominate you for a
Bless
I
Juno.
feel like
Yeah.
that's what made me start to kind of look at the industry different because I always thought like when I'm watching like the American Music Awards, BET Awards growing up as a kid, I thought people were like calling in and like, yeah, I want to hear the next. I want Brandy. I want to be down to be. I didn't realize it's like people submitting themselves into getting nominated, and it's like. Oh, there's no fun in
Yeah,
that.
but I learned that
it
like a
makes
couple years
But
ago.
it's like it would be nice, like you said. I think they said now they're incorporating fan votes, but I think that should be like a factor. Like you should be able to say, okay, hey, to my fans, I'm nominated for Song of the Year, and their input should actually matter as opposed to it just being like a panel of people that determine whether this is going to be the Song of the Year or not. So I just feel like we need a little bit more incentive for the artists that, and I say this respectfully, but those that are really, really serious about their craft. I feel like a lot of us are kind of like, I don't want the recognition because I'm not getting it the way that I feel I'm supposed to get it. So, like, when you said there's people that are a little bit more deserving, I feel like a lot of people are just like, I'm not even going to submit because, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta pay to submit.
Yeah, you do.
Too much sauce.
And you gotta pay to submit. And
But
stuff, so it's
politics
like,
is-
you might not even get accepted, and you
Right.
pay that. You pay that
$100
whatever it was
yeah.
to submit, and you just like,
Like,
oh,
I
so
would
I'm
like
just
to-
down.
you know,
I'm
I-
just down $60.
Yeah, it's crazy because politics is
You're not going to deal with that?
Okay.
Phone bill? Like,
politics is all over the industry. So like,
Yeah.
what's another instance of politics that you saw like down south though, like in Atlanta and shit, like where you're like, oh man, they play dirty like here, they play dirty here too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen like politics come into play?
Like in what though? Like
We'll start with studio settings and like session settings and shit, where maybe someone booked and someone else booked.
What
and
about
like, oh, those
radio?
guys got to get out of here, type shit.
yeah,
about-
for sure. It's like like if I go to the studio and there's someone in there who's not like Tehran or Timo or a label who booked the studio, it's like, all right, well, you got to leave because I'm here. I'm on the label.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin your session, but like, bro, I need the studio right now because I need to work on something. And there's been instances like that happen like that, and people looked at me like, I'm not fucking with you, bro. It's like, that's fine, bro. Like, get your little session on here.
Has there any be scraps going on by that, like fights or niggas saying like, yo, come
I got into
outside
2
type
fights in Atlanta.
shit? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
And he can scrap. He's trying to
did.
scrap me.
Well, he's a football player. So like,
No, he can fight for real.
for real. That's
Yeah,
Saturday
like,
Night Vince thing. I want to see some
real.
Toronto
Like,
celebrity
yeah.
boxing
Crushed.
going down.
Yeah.
Some Muay
And
Thai.
he watches
Yeah.
wrestling, so he'll Hulk Hogan the
Clothesline
nigga
your
like
ass.
Yeah, I was a huge wrestling
Suplex.
fan.
Yeah, that was on the episode 2. The first episode, they show where Hulk Hogan went to the thing and
Yeah.
the man.
I got into
yeah.
a fight in the club, R&B Wednesday.
No,
On the
no,
R&B
R&B Wednesday.
I'm telling you, the R&B niggas scrap.
I know you're talking about. What are you doing?
Wednesday
Punch the
was
man in
crazy.
his lead.
Right?
just a
Man.
Imagine getting
R&B
beat up to
thug,
Candy.
babe. Look at myself.
I was,
That's the soundtrack as you get
it
your
was
ass
crazy.
whooped. Like,
It was crazy. It was during the
R&B
Kendrick and Drake
Wednesday.
beef, bro. And
Yeah.
like everybody, I was
Everybody's
Canadian in
yeah.
Atlanta. I just
Thank
felt like
you.
everybody was looking
it
at me like I'm a
thank you?
pussy.
Thank
Oh,
you. I just said that.
no.
You know
There's
what
a
I mean?
DJ
Like,
out there that
every-
keeps playing not like us whenever he sees me, and I'm like, yo,
Mhm.
what
And
am
like
I
everybody
supposed to
just
do?
keeps looking at me like, yo, I'm not gonna do nothing or something. But it was like I'm just sitting on the I'm standing on the couch. I was
Yep.
drinking a little bit, smoking a little bit,
Facts.
and I swear I heard a nigga say he was gonna knock me out.
Yep.
So
Really?
I look over at the nigga, and he's taking off his jacket and shit. He said he's gonna knock me out, and I'm just like, okay, the fuck. And then he takes his jacket off, and so I'm like, yo, if he comes like steps a little closer
Yeah.
to me, I'm flying off this couch
Yeah.
like fucking Jeff Hardy. So, bro, I'm flying off this couch like Jeff Hardy,
Still
bro.
win.
So I'm on the couch, and then like he takes one step, and then I just
Yeah.
it wasn't even a fight though. Like I just pushed him, and he went flying into Neo, and like Neo was right there, and he went. He was like right on the ground. He's like right in the ground. Brian Michael Cox is over there. Money Long's over there. Jazzy Faye just walk past.
That's what, like R&B Wednesday.
it was-
So Neo got his 2 girls over there. He's trying to get his 2 girls out of the way.
Literally.
Jazzy Faye's like, Jazzy!
Like I just finished taking a picture with Jazzy
Right?
Faye, bro. Like
That's a
just
Canadian
finished
nigga.
that.
But
And
I
the
feel
DJ
like
started
you-
playing God's Plan after?
Dead. No, but do you find when you're out there, if you're like, oh, I'm from Toronto, then they play like a whole Drake segment?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Like,
So you that thing.
I feel like they respect, like, if they see, because they don't meet a lot of Canadians. So when they see somebody, like, because a lot of people in Atlanta are not necessarily from Atlanta, but they're still from America.
Yeah.
So when they're like, yo, you're Canadian, like, your hustle is, like, serious. And there's, like, a different level of appreciation. But I also feel you have to prove yourself first. Like, you'll come and like, oh, that Canadian. And like how you said it.
But
like,
it's
all right.
different now. They don't play Drake. They play fucking Not Like Us.
I
Or
feel
that
like
now.
selective.
Like,
like,
Yo, you're Canadian?
all.
Are you Canadian?
Depending
Okay.
on where you go. Yeah. And they'll smile at you like, what are you going to
You
do
know what
about
I mean?
it?
It's
I
like-
swear to God, the man had the camera in my face because there's always a video guide. He's looking at me smiling like he's waiting for me to pop off. And I'm like, there's like...
Oh, they need to do that shit to me.
I'm the only Canadian. What am I? I'm a girl in my heels. Like,
I need to go
come
down there
on,
and they need to do
man.
that shit to me.
Wait
I
till
start crip
Pop
walking
Pop
with
comes
them.
to
Yeah.
Once upon a time, all of us is in chat.
Because I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to have a reaction. But like me, I'm so confused because I'm like, well, the DJ's Jamaican. You're not like them either. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, nobody in Atlanta is from Atlanta. Why
But I
y'all
just had
playing
to,
this
I
shit?
had to just put that to rest real quick, you know? Because then after that, no niggas were fucking with me.
Exactly.
So it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
The Toronto
Cool.
boys.
Okay.
Yeah, the Canadian.
Let's take a break from Atlanta. Let's go back to the name 1111.
Hold on. Before he does that.
Go ahead, Gutsy.
Before he goes to the name, you do have to finish how when Ray Daniels hit you. 'Cause you
Oh,
did say
oh,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm in a basement apartment with my baby moms working a 1 to 9. This was after me living in LA and everything. Everything kind of died down a little bit.
So you're back in Toronto.
Back in Toronto. And then he calls me and he goes, first he tried to get a hold of me. And I didn't know who he was, so I'm not answering. And at the time, you already know, bro. Like, I have millions of streams and shit. And a lot of people will say, like, I could do this for you. I
Right.
could do that for you. So I'm just like, most of the time I ignore it. You know? But then he had his assistant, who's a woman, hit me up. I'm definitely answering that DM. You know what I mean? Like, it's a girl.
Shout out to the main moms.
You feel me? So I'm definitely answering that DM. You know what I mean? Like, I was an asshole. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a different guy now, but like, yeah, okay. So I listened to it. So I answered.
Let's clean that up real
I'm
quick.
just being real.
I like it. I love it.
I'm just being real. You know what I mean? I wasn't the perfect guy. Yeah, I was living in the basement, and I answered. Of course.
Let me see if there's any pumps in here. All right.
No, opportunity. Why does it have to be pumps? Jesus.
Because she opens up her shit, it's beer, dick. Like, what the fuck?
Literally, I be responding to people from like 2020. My bad, I didn't even see your messages. Like,
Yeah.
dick pics.
So I respond, and then she gets us connected, and I'm talking to Ray, and he's like, "You don't know who I am, bro?" And as I'm on the phone with him, I Google him, and I seen who he was, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, oh damn, okay, now I know who you are, bro. Like, what's up?" And the difference between what like everyone else said and him is he was like, "What do you need?" Not like what he can do for me. He hit me with the, "What do you need? What is it that you need, bro?" And I'm like, "I need a team. Like, I don't have a team here.
Facts.
Everyone on my team, they work jobs. Like, I need people that are just doing this and this only."
Exactly.
And he was like, "I got you." From then, flew me to LA, flew me to Miami, and then flew me to Atlanta. And we've been locked in ever since. 4 years, making amazing music. I did a whole tape with Tehran. Tehran just won a Grammy for Songwriter of the Year.
Wow.
I did a whole tape with him.
That's
Shit
cool.
went crazy. You know what I mean? But I've been locked in ever since. And everything that he said, he's been right. I'm not gonna lie to you. He told me to start doing the content and do like the Toronto hoods and
He told me that. He told me
Yeah,
that.
because when you started popping up, I'm like, wait, I know this guy. I know that's the guy that did Afro Chic. And then the fact that you said he took a hiatus, cause I'm like, sometimes I'm not tapped in because I'm in my own world, but I'm like, I haven't seen him in so long. So now hearing it, it's like, I can vouch that you pop up at least like 2 to 3 times a week.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
So like,
you
it's
and
like,
I
Shout
yeah,
out Ray.
It's
Shout out
working
Ray. He
straight,
literally
like,
told me, he's
yeah.
like, "Yo, you should do this. You should tell people
Yeah.
that you're from Toronto more." Because I
Yeah.
am. Like,
And
I'm
it
a
was
West
good
End
timing
man.
when you were doing
You know
it
what I
too,
mean?
like-
I was all over the
Yeah.
West End, bro. Like, I know all the spots. You know what I mean? But I just didn't really tell that. I wasn't really out there. I wasn't in the camera. even when my music was popping, I wasn't in the camera like that. I wasn't posting on Instagram. But when he said to do that, I was like, I sat there, I was like, but that's so simple, bro. I don't want to do that. He's like, just do it, trust me, bro. And I did it. And then my first video went viral. The first one I did. And the first one I did was Jungle.
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
So I did that one, and it went viral. I was like, oh, people really fuck with this.
And then 2 weeks
Like,
later,
oh,
2 weeks later, 6 months is posting you.
I'm like, you know, this is doing pretty decent. Let me do some more hoods.
Yeah.
I know some more hoods in the West. That's why a lot of the hoods I did are in the West End.
Right.
Because it's what you know.
It's what I
Right.
knew. I did the other hoods, but I didn't say much about them because you know when you're from the hood, you don't go to other hoods.
That's facts.
We
Yeah,
only
that's
go
true.
to other hoods to check things, but you're
Yeah.
very on a manas. You're like,
Yeah.
You're going
Checking
either
things.
early morning or late.
you feel me? Exactly, bro. Like so.
412 was just...
Yeah.
So I didn't say much, you know, but I knew of the hood, so I was able to like at least say like, you know.
Have you ever been in a sticky situation with a girl in the hood?
No, I've been in no, never that. I've
you?
been in a more sticky situation in Atlanta than here for sure.
Yeah.
The setup
Really?
girls.
Yeah, I was dealing with a girl in Atlanta, and we didn't talk for.
You
we weren't
deal
talking.
with people in Atlanta? I don't play that
Yeah, I
game
was
up
dealing
there,
with a
man.
girl in Atlanta, and she pulled up to one of my events, like uninvited. Like I didn't invite her.
Uh-oh.
Okay, didn't invite her at all.
That's the disclaimer.
And I invited like a different couple other girls, right? But we weren't talking for a week, so I was like, I'm allowed to.
It's for a week, bro.
I'm allowed to, but I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to do that. You're not invited.
You got the hall
You
pass.
did. She did some shit that I didn't really fuck with, right?
Fair
So I
enough.
was like, okay, whatever, cool. I'm gonna go about my.
man.
But she pulled up to the performance I did in Atlanta, and she brought a strap.
Yeah, because they got
You
the
know
right
what I
to bear
mean? She brought a
arms.
strap.
Yep.
Yeah, and I didn't find that out
Yeah.
until after.
Yeah.
Like one of the interns was, when we left. One of the interns stayed with her so that she can get her Uber, make sure she's good. She ran back to the bush, grabbed her little pink strap, put it in. She's like, "Oh, I forgot my gun." I was like, "So you showed up uninvited with a gun?"
And you know what? But it's so normal because they
But
have
it's-
that right to
it's
bear arms.
normal, but to me, that's
for
like-
us. It's like what the.
Why did you need
Shawty do
why did
that?
you why did you need a strap and you knew her
Yeah.
coming to my shit?
Because she doesn't shoot up any bitch that's touching you.
Or me.
That's my man,
Like,
right?
Bro, this is an
Bro.
episode of Love and Hip Hop,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Because even when you said you
still.
got into a fight, the dude, the first thing in my head was like, you got to disarm them because they got the right to bear arms out there. And if you don't have that on you, you don't know what people
and it's
have.
scary
Like,
because I'm
it
not
is.
allowed to have it on me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I just don't. Like, if I do have it on me, I get pulled over.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
over
yeah.
with. But let me show you guys a
Because I do
picture
the
real
range
quick.
out there. Like, I love the AR.
Let me show you guys a
but
picture real quick.
You have to.
You see this picture?
Is that the girl?
Oh shit! Let me not show.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't wave it over here.
Okay.
Is that the girl in the back?
Yes.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Yo!
I'm like, oh, she's pretty. Look at the other girl.
Yes.
Yo, that's scary as hell.
Yes.
She looks like a white demon, fam.
Bro,
I can
she
see why
was
she got the
so-
strap, though. Whoa.
She's, I think her father taught her how to shoot.
If you're in the South, it's kind of like a
So I got
must,
that picture sent to me, and when I
That's
first seen
scary
it, I was
as
just
hell,
like, "Oh, that's
bro.
a dope
Look
picture."
Photoshop.
But then I examined it like 2 days later, and I zoomed in, and I was like, "What the fuck? She was
This
preying
guy
like
wants to
that."
break it down.
No. This can't be a B+ episode. Timestamp. The pum pum was ton up.
Yeah, no, it
She's crazy.
It
So,
wasn't.
Yeah.
It
pum
wasn't.
pum was ton
Yeah.
up.
The head was great.
Something had to be great.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
something had to be
Yeah,
great.
yeah, for sure.
We're crazy. When you get those crazy ones, fam, something's good.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy. That was a crazy situation because anything could have happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like anything could have happened.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I was acting like a real dickhead in that night because of what she did.
Right.
Like, yo, if you want to show up uninvited, I'm gonna show you why you don't do that. You know?
Yeah, I see the picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you why you don't do that. Like you don't do that. And she was just.
They don't play a lot. I
Yeah.
think because it's such slim pickings that when they find a guy, like they latch the
But
fuck
especially
on.
a foreign guy.
Yes.
You know. And the thing
Yeah.
I didn't like is like, I don't know. I don't know what she was about in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know
Straight
her.
up.
You know what I
Straight.
mean? I don't know her. Maybe that's why
Straight.
she loved
You
me
don't
off.
know her history.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why she loved me off.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know anything
Yeah.
about her. But all the shit that she was telling me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like,
Well,
maybe
she had a gun, so she's dangerous.
you feel me?
That's all I care about.
No,
She had a
because it's like
gun,
everybody
bro.
technically, like if I was
Remember,
out
we're
there,
not from there though.
No, but see the thing is, when I'm out, because I go to the range, like I feel like it's when in Rome. So when I'm out there, it's like I feel like I need one because you're the only person that doesn't have it. So if somebody's
Yeah.
running up on you and they know you don't have it, you're at a disadvantage because they can look at you. You're supposed to. It's
I
supposed
can't
to be
even talk crazy on the road. Like I'll do a little
Straight.
bit of road rage. I'll be like,
Straight
what the
up,
fuck is
Alicia Cinnamon is
You got
very
it.
polite in Atlanta.
Literally,
How you mean?
I'm driving.
Yes,
I'm like,
sir.
yo, what the fuck? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you could take.
Like,
Go
it
ahead,
takes
bud
a
me.
lot to get me. I was
Bud
dancing with
me.
a dude and this girl I turned my back for a sec to videotape something and I turned back and the girl was dancing up a dude and we were like together the whole night. And this other girl's like, yo, if that was me, and I'm like, bro, first of all, I'm not even from this country. I'm like, well, this is not even my man, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's bold enough to do that, I don't know what else she's capable of doing. So I'm gonna have to
Straight.
take the loss and just sit this one out. It's like, yo, because the most of the people that are packing are females. They
lot
don't
of
play
them.
with that out there because
no,
there is human trafficking and all that.
It's just everybody though. Like everybody
Yeah.
has a gun. Everyone.
Yeah.
Literally, I've never seen no one there like.
And it's
Not
out
with
in
a
the
gun.
open. Like, they're just getting in the car, putting the gun down on the seat. And it's like, oh, okay. We don't see that in Toronto.
I dare a nigga to call a nigga gay or something.
No,
Like, yo, you're
I was at a
in-
soccer match, and
you're
these guys are
goof
ready to
or-
pop off. Like,
They
Gay
know
niggas
that
gonna
word,
pop you.
goof. They
Yeah.
know goof
Guys.
in
Goof
Atlanta.
is a big. The goof is
That's
a
jail
big
terms.
threat. That's
Yeah.
a big like insult.
Yeah.
In
That's a
Atlanta,
worldwide. That's a worldwide.
That's a worldwide
Goof.
epidemic?
Bro, I called a man a goof. I called a man a goof. He's like, hey, cuz.
yeah.
He's like, hey, cuz.
You
You
better be ready to
can't call
defend
me a
that shit.
goof.
You better be ready to defend that shit.
That's what he was, and he said it
But
like
even
that. though.
goof here is like, even goof here is a bad thing, bro.
It's just even
if
though
you,
that,
if you call
though.
a good
Yeah.
nigga a goof, bro, he's
Even
gonna
if
be
white guys
cheesed.
say it to other white guys, it's just very disrespectful. Like,
White guys say it on a different
fucking goof.
slap
Like, it's still
thing.
like, wow.
That's the Canadian. You goof.
You fucking goof.
Yeah, that's in the Canadian. The
Yeah,
white
like, I'm
Canadian.
like,
You
moron.
fucking
You
goof.
fucking goof. You goof.
11-11. Where did that come from?
I really just wanted to change my name to something that people can see before they even listen to my music. That's gonna like intrigue them.
Because what was it? It was something else before, no?
But like, it was also stemming from my mom saying 11-11 make a wish. I would be in the house and she'll just yell like 11-11 make a wish. So it was always embedded in my head like from young. You know what I mean? But my name was just my real name before. It was just Ty Craig. You know what I mean? It was just, and I was doing like Ty Tuesdays and releasing music every Tuesday and shit. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna switch my name to something that people can just see and like will be interested already. So I changed it to 11-11 because it's like, bro, you see 11-11 twice a day, and if you don't see it twice a day on the clock, you might see it somewhere else on an address. You might see it, you know what I mean? Somewhere. Like you're gonna see it somewhere. So I just went with that. It's
Pizza,
really easy.
pizza.
You know what I'm something like that. You know, it's like 7-11.
Call
You know?
pizza.
It just reminds me
pizza.
of like when Prince turned his name into a symbol.
So
like,
when I
think.
changed it, that's when you know
Got
I
more.
manifested and everything started going up.
What's your background?
You feel me? I'm Trini and Canadian.
Okay. You ever did soca?
I never did soca music before. No.
So we were having a discussion. Do you feel like soca music is seasonal? Do you feel like it's big enough to reach like how come it hasn't reached like where Afrobeat?
I mean, I don't think it's seasonal. I just think
So
Trinity's like, wait a minute now.
I don't want to
seasonal.
say soca music sucks because it doesn't. I like soca music
Yeah.
personally, but like you won't hear me listening to soca in my car. You know what I mean?
So why hasn't it evolved like an Afrobeat?
In your opinion,
In your
In my opinion, I just think that maybe there's too much going on in the music because there's a lot of shit going on in soca, like in like
Steel drum, flute.
there's a lot of
So-
sounds, and when you have Afro beats music, it's like really stripped down.
That's so.
You know what I mean? And really
true.
just like the kicks and you know they have like the toms and stuff and the vocals, but in terms like soca music's like you know, and I would say it's like black people's like rock or like techno. You know what I mean? Because it's really like
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, you know you don't want to listen to that all the time.
yeah, that's true.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you'll want to listen to Afro beats or like you know like Wizkid. You feel me? Because it's like a vibe and
Right.
you can actually listen to it. But sometimes you don't want to just get up and jump and wave. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to get up and jump and wave all the time.
What about reggae though? Do you feel like reggae and dancehall has been able to like? How come we haven't seen that evolution like the way Afrobeat is? Like obviously,
It
a lot
did
of
evolve
people,
in a sense, though. Like it did have an evolution, but it stopped. I would say like the Pon the River, Pon the Bunk time. It was getting Americanized, but it just halted after that.
I think it's just what they
stopped
talk
when
about,
Justin
though, bro.
Bieber did Sorry and then became.
I think it's what
Tropical
they
House.
talk about. That's
I'm
what it
telling
is.
you.
I think it's just
so.
what they're
Yeah,
talking
that
about
too.
because every Jamaican song, every dancehall song is about pussy
Gangster,
and
gunman,
cocky
this,
and
that.
shit. Like I think they need an evolution into
Yeah.
that and talking about something else.
Right.
Like Afro beats talks about different shit. Talks about love. Talks about, you know what I mean? Like, dancehall music talking about cartel, come breed me, and I got that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And the Grammy goes to.
that shit's crazy. You know, I think they need to involve like lyrically first. You know what I mean? And talk about other shit.
Even the next, what's the next one? Lauryn Hill's son. These roads of flames are taking
Praise
me
Martin.
higher.
Yeah.
It's like the same shit.
Same
Like,
shit.
it's cool.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
cool, but it's like it's still talking about the same,
Yeah,
the
like-
same things for years. You know, like let's switch it up. You know
But
what I mean?
how
Switch it
though?
up.
How can they? I don't think it's possible because, like you said, like reggae music has been like that for a long time. Dancehall music, if it's not dancing, it's really about fucking and shooting niggas. Like it's not about nothing else. So how does that evolve?
It's true. You're not wrong, bro.
How does it
I'm not-
evolve?
I don't even. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even see it because it's like I can't imagine a dancehall song where a man's really truly talking about love. Like I don't know a song like that, and other than a reggae song talking about like. It's not that I don't love you.
I think
You know
Cartel
what I
just
mean?
released a song called Interracial
You
Love.
feel me?
You know my words is true.
You feel me? That's where the soul and that's where the R&B and like they talk about real love in that type of reggae, like you know, cultural reggae.
Plot
But-
twist. That's a cover. Yo, reggae actually sucks,
bro. You feel me? It's a cover.
bro. Holy fuck! Reggae John, your dancehall sucks.
They can't even make their own. Like you know what I feel? You feel me?
Yeah.
I can't believe this. 11-11. Just open my eyes. This shit is reggae is like a pointless genre that needs to get stricken from the fucking.
Oh, they're gonna kill us.
I don't care.
I don't
That's
care,
crazy.
yo, it's
All,
honest.
all the hits are covers.
I've been saying this though because I used to have arguments with my brothers back in the day, and they'd be like, "Yo, like a dancehall song is so hard to make over a hip hop." I'm like, "No, the fuck it's not." I'm like, "How?" But yeah,
Hey,
man.
fuck. Sorry. No offense, reggae singer. I'm
Hey, I'm
sorry.
an R&B singer. I just,
Don't,
Yo,
don't
didn't you say?
chat
No.
that. You be
I'm gonna
talking
save
to
her.
things.
I'm gonna save her.
Okay,
She
okay.
did say that this is why she's coming back
Exactly.
to the R&B side.
Yeah.
She
Okay,
did
alright.
say
I'm
that. She
always-
did
you
say
made
that.
my first mixtape. There's no reggae on it. You have to do reggae if you're black in Toronto if you want to get some kind of traction or pull or
But
whatever.
the other thing I'll say is I don't think dancehall needs to evolve at all. I think
it only
it's
needs
gonna
to
stay.
evolve.
It's
if you
gonna
wanna
stay at the
get to
same.
those
It's gonna
accolades.
stay where it's at for life because there's always gonna be people that tap into that music. You know what I mean? Like so many people here love dancehall music.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me? No matter what they're talking about. So it's gonna stay where it's at, but I don't think it'll ever go away.
It's kind of like
You know what I
underground
mean?
hip hop. Like there's a place for it. Like going back to what you're saying, like to make a love song on a dance hall, whatever. It's like that's what reggae's for. And I feel
Exactly,
and
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
even within the Jamaican community, a lot of people don't know how to differentiate between reggae and dancehall.
dancehall,
And they
yeah.
lump it like even with the Grammys when they were like, oh, you know, Spice should have won or Sean Paul. It's like none of them had reggae albums. They all had dancehall albums. So it's like and when those white guys won and everybody was
true.
mad, I'm like they literally are the only ones that are embodying actual
Reggae
reggae,
elements
music with
into
the
their music.
instruments.
It's
Yeah.
true though,
the
because if
chords
I
that
want to
they're
listen to
playing,
something
everything.
like soothing and smooth,
Right.
and like a real like dum 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 dum, I'm gonna type in reggae music. But if I
Facts.
want to listen to like Me Are the Last Man Standing, you know, I'm gonna type in dancehall. You know what I
But
mean?
it's just
So-
like with it, you know, you're gonna listen to Kendrick
Gotta put the light
a
in
little
there.
bit differently than you're gonna listen to like I don't know, Young Thug or something like that. Like there's just like there's different spectrums of hip hop. But I feel like with dancehall, because the people in the community, it's like people can't understand your culture if you're not explaining it. What I like about somebody like Tyla is even when she won like the VMA Awards and they gave it for Afrobeats, and she explained to them, "Thank you for this, but I'm a piano," and she stood true and she explained to like this is the difference and blah blah blah. I feel like when you got dancehall and reggae artists, they'll take either which one. Like it's like you're not really reggae, but I want it, so I'm just gonna take that. And they don't take that time to explain the culture to people. Like, why are you singing about gunman tunes or why are you anti homosexuality or whatever? If they explain where all of that came from, I feel like there would be a better understanding of it, but there's no explanation. It's just kind of like you just have to take it or leave it. And it's like, all right, I guess we're gonna leave you guys.
Yeah.
Man, fuck all that, man. Listen, you have a song with lyrical fucking Anderson, one of the baddest things in Atlanta. Like, but I feel like the R&B scene is heading into a fucking casket, is in the graveyard. Like, what are you gonna do to save that?
I don't think it's. I don't necessarily think it's heading like that. If anything, I think it's coming up more. You know what I mean? Like I just think that rap is just so overtaking that they don't see the slow rise of like R&B. Because I'm trying to bring back the old school R&B back, like the love songs, not just the I'm trying to fuck songs. Like I'm trying to bring back the like, yo, niggas want to be in love too. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what we're missing from the R&B game. I feel like a lot of the R&B shit right now is just like toxic shit. Niggas talking about how many bitches they get. You know what I mean? And what they did last night with a girl. I don't think there's any like genuine like, yo, love songs. Like actual love songs. Other than like people that are doing it like Daniel Caesar making like beautiful love songs.
Yeah.
You feel me? I think that's where R&B's gonna head more now, in the sense of like just being more genuine with love and not like just talking about sex. You feel me? Because that's what I'm doing.
Right.
You gotta understand that it's like it's harder for an R&B artist to break than it is for a rap artist.
Facts.
A rap artist could go and say something and diss a dead nigga, and it's
Facts.
And it's out of here.
boom.
Why do you think that is, and where do you think it started?
Say that again?
Why do you think it's hard for an R&B artist to gain popularity now, and where do you think it started? Like, what was the last greatest R&B song in your opinion?
I think that it's R&B is harder to like just generally it's harder to make. A nigga could go into the studio, a rapper could go into the studio and say anything.
Make a song that doesn't make sense.
Literally, Future just made a whole song, and I listened to it because I think it's hard. It's a hard beat, but he literally just made a whole song talking about. Like literally, I don't know if y'all heard it.
I heard it.
Like literally.
The man had a stroke on the beat.
But that's rap. You know what I mean? That's rap. Like people can go in and do less. When you're an
No,
R&B
that's not. Sorry,
artist.
that's not rap. Sorry, Eleven. That's not rap though. What Future did, that's not rap.
But it's like,
that's bullshit.
But it's
It
like,
falls in the hip-hop
so many
category.
people are doing it too, though.
Doesn't
Like a
fall
lot
in
of
it.
people are doing it.
Yeah, she's right because it's hip hop. Nah, it's rap because
Mumble
Yachty
rap.
did it too.
He took a couple bars off. That's different.
What? So
Like-
niggas in R&B are gonna take bars off?
With R&B, bro, with R&B, you have to worry about what you're talking about. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
Like, you can't just go and say whatever on the mic. Like, you have to make a story. You have to have structure. You can't just go in the booth and do whatever.
And you have to be able to sing.
And you have to be able to sing.
Not really.
You have to, like, actually be able to
auto-tune.
sing. Like, you got auto-tune,
Yeah, but it's
like,
different.
just-
Like you
Nowadays,
nowadays,
I
it's
feel like
different,
that's
but
what killed R&B is that
Yes.
singers don't really need to be able to sing
I think
anymore.
that's what killed it.
So it's
But-
like you got everybody that's a singer and just pitch correct and that's it. Like,
But now it's starting to get exposed because it's starting to see that,
Absolutely.
like, okay, people are
Absolutely.
using a lot of auto-tune,
Yep.
but then when they go perform live,
they can't. But then now people got
can't
those
perform
auto-tune
live.
mics.
but then...
But that only works sometimes because you're gonna have a bad night. So you can't depend on a fucking
You can't.
a box
but
to
if
hit
you're
your
asking
notes.
that's what killed it, I would say auto-tunes.
But it's also just like, yeah, like I said, it's harder to break as an artist because like there's so many elements to an R&B artist. You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I mean?
fact.
Like we can't just go on the mic and make controversial like dissing the dead. Like maybe I
Yeah.
could sing about dissing the dead, but that's just not who I am. That's not my
Yeah.
image. I'm trying to portray a different image. When as a rapper can just go and
Right.
say some next shit and make a video with a bunch of niggas and everyone's gonna tap in because all the other hood niggas from other hoods are tapping in. You feel me? Like watching that video to see what they did, even
So
though
would it
they're
be safe
hating.
to say that I feel like that R&B is not pushed because it what's the word, promotes black love. And because I'm listening to what you're saying with the hip hop and you can make a diss track and this and that, they'll allow that because it creates division. R&B is kind of one of the few genres where you had like it was embracing because it's a black genre, like period. People can jump in, but if you like, Michael Jackson couldn't get out of being classified as an R&B singer because he was black. I feel like that it's R&B is not fed into because it's one of the few things that would actually promote us, whether it was message music with Marvin Gaye and all that stuff. Like now it's just corruption music. So do you feel like that could be a factor? Like, because I'm always like looking like deeper than just like it's like the message behind R&B is love, and it's usually black people.
That could be it too, but it's also just like it's like I said, you know, like it's so much harder to make an R&B song. Like I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I record myself and I go in and I lay melodies and I do what Future did on his track that he released. You know what I mean? But I do that in the studio to make a melody for my R&B song.
I'm gonna cut that up so bad.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get it. No, I get it.
but I do that. You know what I
What
mean?
song
He
is it?
did
I
that
gotta-
and released it.
I
It was like,
know.
fuck it.
He just said,
If I were to do that, oh my God.
they'd look at you crazy.
They'd be like, what is this nigga can't sing, bro? What the hell
I
is
mean,
this?
fuck, they got the deaf youth that does the Afrobeat thing.
I'm fucking dead. I'm
So it's
still
like-
trying
I don't
to
know who
figure out
that
if that
is.
is real or
Who's
not.
the deaf youth that does Afrobeats?
It's a deaf singer.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm not lying to you.
I believe you.
He's not.
Yes, I swear to God. Hold on.
You find him. Where do you feel like it died then?
No, that's pretty tough. A deaf guy singing?
That is tough. But a blind guy did rap, right? So, I mean, we saw
I mean,
everything
you
at
can
this
be
point.
blind and rap, but like
Blind
to
Fury,
be
right?
But
deaf, you
deaf,
gotta need
bro.
to hear.
Blind Fury is a
To do
classic.
music.
He's a hard guy.
Blind Fury is a classic.
But, yo, so
Look
what
at
do you
90
think?
Boy, he's killing it.
What do you think is the last greatest R&B song then? Like, what was that song that was like, and then after everything just fell to shit, in your opinion?
Oh my goodness, this is a hard question. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would say maybe album. I don't know about song.
Okay, album's fine.
Probably Usher's. What's that one album?
Which one?
18. Is it 18?
1811.
18 is it 1811 when he has
Have to call.
yeah.
That one.
You made me wanna be. Is that on there?
That was
too?
one of the first ones.
Bro, all I know, You Got It Bad. The one where You Got It Bad on it.
Yeah.
Is that Confessions?
No.
Got it back.
Actually?
I think it might be.
It might be Confessions.
I'm really bad with like time stampings and
Because The Confession was
and-
one of the
and
best
names.
R&B albums in a good hot minute. So I would go with that.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't know what came out after that topped that. I
Facts.
felt like that was like the best. Like that,
Facts.
I would love that album.
Yeah.
Every song on that album was fire.
Is that the one that has Superstar?
Yes. and-
Yeah, I need a
That song
bag.
was
Yeah,
so
that,
sick.
yeah,
But all
yeah.
I remember is
that
the-
album was
No.
fly. It's not?
That was the album before.
Okay.
Superstar had Confessions.
Yes.
Like, bro, the one that I'm talking about had
Booed up and shit.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I'm pretty
You
sure
got
that's
it bad.
Confessions.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
8701 probably.
Bro, that's gotta be the.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
gotta be the.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
That
Yeah, yeah.
8701. Yeah, see, I knew it was something with
Yeah.
8. But
That album
Better
was
than
actually really
Confessions?
good.
Yeah, no.
Confessions is hard though.
Confession is
But
hard
wait,
too,
did
though.
that come before
But it's
or
Usher.
after?
So I would just say like.
Did 80 whatever come after or
No,
before?
8701 came
Came
first.
first?
And then
Okay.
Confessions came after.
I think Confession for a male R&B singer,
It could be both. It could
because
be
as a
either.
female, that touched me to hear a man sing. Because like I felt like that's something a woman would have done.
Mm.
To hear like a man do it from that perspective was like pretty cool. And then after that, like who? Maybe Neo, So Sick, did that around the same time.
So Sick was a good.
So
You know,
Sick
I'm
was
gonna tell you
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a funny thing. I think when the songwriters started becoming artists, I think that's when the fucking R&B shit died.
That too.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right.
When Neo, Sean
Neo
Garrett,
definitely should have stayed behind his
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
That's a really good. That's really.
That's when the shit died, because there was nobody giving out music to
Yeah.
anybody anymore. It was them taking the music for themselves
Facts.
and kind of just making it. So
And not
now
even
you
doing
didn't
it
have
justice.
Yeah.
Facts.
So it's like, who was writing songs for a group?
Right.
And that goes to today too. Like you're saying, like that taps into today too, because a lot of these songwriters are trying to be artists.
Yeah.
I was literally just having a conversation with my boy in the studio in Atlanta, and he's signed as a songwriter. And I told him like, yo, bro, like you should just put the artist thing down and just write songs. You got signed as a songwriter, not an artist. So people don't really care about your artist shit. They care about you writing songs for them and giving them hits. So just focus on writing songs. And a lot of these people, like you said it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That was like the perfect answer, because so many songwriters want to be a star now. Like they want to be front and center, and they want everyone to know. Like yo, I wrote this song. Yo, just know I wrote this song. Or I'm an artist too. Like, let me I gotta go do content. And it's like, just be a songwriter,
Right.
bro.
There was another one that was in there because if you have to think about it, it was like the three of them. Who did I name? Sean Garrett, Neo.
I said Robin Thicke.
It wasn't Robin Thicke.
Dream?
Dream. Yeah.
The three of them were writing the biggest
Best,
songs
yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
And then they all said, all right, we're going to become artists now. And it's like, I think that's when R&B died.
Yeah.
Think
And
about it.
and
What
it's
songs did
also
you, like they had a 1-2.
Right.
But like,
It didn't work for
by the
them
way,
because you have to have
Sean Garrett,
likability.
super underrated.
Yeah. I met him in Atlanta too.
Super
Yeah?
underrated.
That sounds right. I'm not sure who that is.
Super underrated.
Sean Garrett wrote fucking. What? I know the song that he wrote, but I just don't have it in my head.
Upgrade
With
You.
Chris Brown and shit.
He wrote
okay.
Upgrade You.
He wrote Let Me
You
Upgrade
know what
You?
I find
Huge.
male writers write for women so much better than women either A, write for themselves or write for other people.
Facts.
Like when I find out a lot of the songs that were written by, again, like Neo, The Dream and all that stuff, is like, why did you come out? Like, just keep doing that because then it's like when you found out, what was that song, Irreplaceable? I feel like when people found out it was originally supposed to be written for a man, it kind of took away from the song. It's like now when you listen to it, you're listening to it with a different ear. It's like, oh, this is disrespectful.
But are you-
when a
are
woman
you
was singing, it
dissing
was
us-
like, oh, it's an anthem.
Are you dissing a male songwriter and calling him a bisexual though because he has a bisexual pen?
What?
Like you know when like
You see the guy
you know
that
when
sing.
Yachty writes for City Girls.
Not even. You see the guy
sure I
that, you
know
see
what
the
I'm
dude that wrote
answering.
for Sweetie? Did you see the guy
There's
that
a
wrote
guy
for
that writes for
Sweetie?
Sweetie?
It's a white youth.
Drake used to write for
that's
Keisha
funny.
Shante.
That's
And
regular.
Sean
That's
But
different.
like, there's
and
a
stuff
white
like-
you. There's a white you talking about 8-figure nigga. I can tell you how to. This is Sweetie. Fam, there's a white you that wrote that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bisexual
That's
pen.
The
insane.
man said bisexual.
Bisexual pen.
I mean, again,
It's like when my boy said he has bisexual
most of-
fists. I know that's different.
It's the same thing
That's
in
the same.
dancehall. Most of the women, their music comes
it
from
the same?
men, but I wouldn't necessarily say. I mean, are they bisexual? I don't know, but I'm not looking at it from that perspective. I just kind of feel like, okay, if you're gonna break my heart as a man, I'm sure you've done it before, so you're gonna know the best way to write it in a way where it's like it comes out. I don't know how to explain it, but like from a man's perspective, it's like I know how to hit where it hurts. Because as a man, you've done it.
You know-
just like I feel like if I wrote for a dude, it would come out so different than if a man wrote. Because I'm like, I know from a female's perspective, there's certain things that you probably wouldn't be thinking about, and it might hit in areas that most people don't tap into.
So since we have another songwriter here, how about you to go put us in the mind of 1111 and the songwriting process when it comes to writing for somebody else? Like, do you have to be in the same room with them? Is it like something where they pass by like the lyrical Anderson song where she just like, I want it, okay, I'm gonna write the second verse for you, or
do they give you a concept?
Or they give you do they give you a concept and then you write the concept? Like, how's the process for
Honestly,
you in songwriting?
I don't really songwrite for people too much, but it's just I have such a big catalog like of songs just in my vault on my hard drive that it's like if somebody was looking for a song, I'll just go through that catalog and what I wouldn't use for myself and be like, yo, this actually can go for this person. So let me just send it to them. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily go into the studio thinking like, oh, yo, let me write this song for this person. Because I'm an artist. Like,
Yeah.
I'm an artist first and not a songwriter, right? So
Right.
it's like, I'm not opposed to songwriting, but like, that's not what I'm going to the studio for. I'm not going to the studio to like write someone else's song. But I definitely can go in my bag and see what I have and give it to them. You know what I mean?
Are you taking someone else's song and you doing it? Like, so say
Yeah, I'll do that. Like,
Yeah?
I'll have people write for me. I'm not against that either. Like, I'll have people write for me, and then I'll just put my sauce on it.
He's
But-
R&B though.
Yeah.
It's totally different
No,
than
I'm
rap.
not knocking
Yeah,
it like
Whitney
that. I don't
Houston
care.
did it.
No,
I
but I'm just
understand.
saying, like,
Yeah.
we just know how R&B is totally different from rap.
Oh yes.
So
with
an R&B singer would be way more open to take a song than
Yeah.
a fucking rapper would.
But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
part of the
crazy
culture,
part
right?
because Eazy-E never wrote shit. So it's like it was always like this. It's just people never really spoke on it.
Nah, it's
different
frowned
because they
upon in
never-
rap though, because you're not
No,
telling
but-
your stories.
But nobody
like,
looked at Eazy as like a great MC
and that
or
too.
anything like that either.
And that too.
They just
I
looked
just
at
really
him
think
as
it's
a-
what you're talking about. Like, it's like, if a guy comes against a rapper gets a song and he's talking about some crazy shit and you think it's his actual life and then you turn out to find out like, oh, he just got it written for him.
Right.
This is not how he really lives. Then it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
But
so is this genuine?
Do you not feel that
You know
same way
what I mean?
for R&B? Like, I know we get a pass, but I kind of feel like writing is important. Like, I was really disappointed when I found out Whitney Houston never wrote a song.
Yeah, my first experience of getting songs written for me, because I always wrote my shit,
Right.
was I'm just grateful because it was with Tehran.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a GOAT.
Right.
So what we would do is we had a system, is he would write the songs, I would be in the room, we'd pick the beats together, he would write the songs, and then he would leave, and at nighttime, I would just record them
Right.
and just put my sauce on them.
Right.
He wouldn't be involved in any of the recordings because he wanted
But
me to
prior
be
to
creative.
that, you've already written your own.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was
you've
really
already
new for
proven
me.
your
Like,
pen.
it was super new for me.
Right.
But it was like everything that I learned how to write so much better by doing that,
Right.
because just listening to how he made his songs, how he structured his songs and shit,
Right.
it helped me a lot. It was a new feeling for me, having
Facts.
somebody like, I'm just there and they're writing everything for me. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this is different. This is so different.
Was it different good or different bad?
It was different. I don't want to say different bad, because it was just it was a learning, you know what I mean? Like a learning process for me,
Right.
because it never happened before.
Right.
I was always writing my shit.
Like, you got to relinquish power.
you know, and like
basically.
we started talking like
yeah.
that album was all about
Yeah.
the whole album was about sex. You know what I mean? So it was like it was a little bit away from what I was talking
Right.
about.
Right.
So it was really different.
Right.
But I made it my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's the way I like to work. I like to be when I'm recording, I don't like anyone in this
Yeah.
studio telling me what to do. I hate
Yep.
it. And so I guess
push
that's
play.
the Virgo in me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, let me just do my thing, bro. You know, like let me do my sauce. Give me some suggestions,
Right.
but don't tell me what to do. So I hate being in the rooms with like the songwriters that wrote the song. I'd rather be in the room by myself. You feel me?
Yeah, I get it.
Putting
I
my
get
own
it.
putting my own sauce on it, because I want some sort of like, okay, yo, bro, let me do this. You
Right.
wrote it, let me do my part
Right.
now. You know, so we had like a great system, and that album did pretty good. So yeah, it's different. It's definitely different having people write for you. But I've been writing all my shit recently too, so I'm back in that mode. Like I said, I was in Atlanta for 6 months. I came back in a different mode. I'm producing again.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Like I'm producing records now.
No Toronto artists actually to jump on a hook?
Bro, I have a hook right now. I'm trying to send out to a bunch of people. I sent it to Hoodlum. Yeah, I'm trying to make him go on there. I have a real fire Toronto, like,
Anthem.
it could be a Toronto anthem.
Let me hear.
You know what I
Run
mean?
me.
Like,
I want to hear it.
It could be, it's
Behind the
called,
scenes or?
Yeah, it's
Now here,
recorded.
right.
I'll play it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
not
called,
We're not holding back nothing.
Tomorrow you just hear like a
Straight
remix.
up.
Like, wait, hold on, what?
it's called
Nah.
Shit Gets
Oh,
Deep.
that-
But I just did a quick hook.
You made the beat too?
This beat, I have to remake it.
So who would you hear on this?
Hoodlum. I gotta hear the rest of the beat. Yeah, Hoodlum really good on this.
You know what's weird is
feel
I
me?
hear Chocolair on this.
He's too old.
No, it's,
He's had his run.
yes and no, but it's like it has that. What do they call it? Stadium.
We're
hip-hop
not giving
type
none of these
vibe.
older niggas no more sauce. They never gave us no sauce, man. Fuck them niggas.
But it's not about giving him
is,
the
it
sauce.
is.
It's
Why?
tapping. That's his judo right there.
Nah. We good. We good. We got our
That's
judo
the
regardless.
judo right
Nigga,
there.
we going to the
Foot
judos
in
and we
the door.
taking something.
But I
That's
want
how
to
we
get a, I want to get a bunch
I
of
even see a
rappers on that.
Pyrex on that.
Pyrex
Yeah,
would be
I
a
want
really
to get a
good
bunch
fit.
of rappers on that, to be honest.
That sounds like a T-Pain era,
Yes.
like
Yep.
DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? It needs one of those treatments.
Yeah,
I
so
like
I'm trying
that
to
shit.
send that to a bunch of people to get on, you know what I mean? Like, we need another, why don't we have another 100 Armstrong fucking song?
Oh
Bing
my
that says it all the time,
God.
right?
Why
We
don't we
talked
have
about
that?
this last
My
year.
God.
We talked
How
about
do
this
we
last
not
year.
have that yet? It's been like, what, 16, 17 years? Like, how do we not
Because
have
you gotta
another
make sure the
song
people
like
you
that?
collaborate with you actually.
Those
not
niggas
even-
didn't
Call
care.
him. Call him.
Call
Those
him.
niggas didn't care about that. Why do we care so much? Y'all just need to do it. They did
Fact.
the videos all in their own hoods. Just do the
I
same
know,
shit.
yeah. But they
Yeah,
did that
facts.
with Jordan and Maestro and them a couple years ago. With
That couple years
what was that
ago, and
song?
it wasn't
I
like
can't breathe or I can't.
No,
The
that's
one
my
with I
song.
know which one you're talking about. And
we
Ronnie
need
was
work.
on
Yeah,
it, and
that's the one they shot.
that was
in
a
my-
little
in
bit
my
different
building.
because it was like to combat like gun violence and people that were dying and
Yeah.
shit.
Nah, we
Like,
need a
just need a grungy
bro.
Oz. We need a grungy
doom
Oz.
doom 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 doom. Bro, that song.
You
went
need to
hard.
make it. Just
I
remake
know,
the
right?
beat.
Yeah.
Young Tony, I got a crazy scheme. A AR and a laser beam. Is he
Jeez.
on it? Is he on the line?
Yo.
You don't hear him? Oh, he never
Oh,
answered.
boo.
He's gonna call back when he's finished playing 2K or something.
Bingo playing 2K? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
8
I
o'clock
think
in the
Bingo
night?
plays video games. But
You play video games, 11?
I do, man.
What's your favorite game right now?
I like sports games, bro. I like NCAA, college ball.
I played that this year. Yeah, that was actually a
Madden.
better game than Madden.
Yeah,
this
I
year.
like Madden. I just like sports games.
Madden's okay too, but I don't feel like it changes though. Like
It never
it's-
changes.
and it sucks. Like I would love to see more features and shit like that.
It never changes. I wish I could go back in time and play like more of the wrestling games because that shit was my shit.
I'll tell you how you
SmackDown
can do
versus
that.
Raw,
What system you on?
PS5. I have a
Nigga-
PC, so I have them.
Okay.
Like I have the
Don't
games.
You have the
fuck with
emulators
Xbox.
and shit.
Yeah, but it's just like-
But it's not the same though.
It's not the same,
Yeah,
bro.
it's not the
you
same
know,
feeling.
like, bro, when man
Especially
used to
the-
wake up for Christmas time and see SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh,
my
man.
No,
God,
even the
Christmas
wrestling
tree.
arcade one when the man them like had like special moves and shit, and they used to box up themselves. The one
Yeah.
they used to actually play at the arcade. That
Yeah.
one was
Oh,
loaded
those
still.
ones?
That's
That
Royal
one was
Rumble,
like
fam.
in your house or something.
Yeah,
what's it
yeah,
called? In your
yeah,
house.
yeah.
Oh,
one,
that
those
game.
ones was-
Have you
Yeah.
ever heard of a place called Free Play? I'm assuming you guys like arcade games.
Like
there's a
downtown?
place- Yeah, in
I
college.
think so.
Yeah,
I
you
think
pay,
we've
like,
been
$5,
there
you
by
go in there and
Fresca.
you just-
Oh yeah. I've
Play
been there.
all
I've
the
been
video
there.
Right
games.
beside
I've been
Fresca,
there.
right?
Yeah, right
Yeah.
beside Fresca. Right beside
You know
Fresca.
who's one of the owners of that? Master T.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because I was like, how do we get the mix to come back? Because I don't know about you, but as a kid growing up, I always thought I'd be. Have you ever been interviewed by Master T?
No,
I just feel like
You know
like
who Master T is?
no.
you don't remember the mix?
Young boy. Yeah, young guy.
You're old.
Yeah, nigga,
No,
he's
he's
Master
probably,
T is
hold on,
the
you're
golden-
30 something.
Yeah.
30s.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Early
he
He's a
probably
young
got
guy.
just said, yeah,
Yeah, he's
just
a little bit
who's
yeah.
Master T is the goaded
interviewer,
radio-
man.
Before
Or
106
just- yeah.
Park, before
Oh, it's the guy with the dreads.
dreads.
Yeah.
Okay, and the
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not young guys
Like
then. You
Shaq,
know
yeah,
that.
I'm bad with names, bro. I'm bad with
Right.
names. I know exactly what you're talking about. He had the dark glasses on and the
I
dreads.
just feel like they need to bring something.
Electric Circus.
Even that they did it one year for like New Year's, and that was cool as shit. But like things that we all grew up thought we would be a part of, and then like, do we even have Much Music anymore?
No.
You guys said the Much Music Awards, they're gone.
Yeah. Much Music is technically gone. It's like
Gone.
it went to like social media. It's like a blog page
Yeah,
now.
it's just IG,
That's
right?
crazy.
Yeah, that is. It's mashup. That shouldn't be because MTV is still there.
BT's
Crazy
still
too.
there.
Right.
Crazy too. I did not know that MTV was fucking sponsoring WWE.
Really?
Wow.
When was
That
this?
was their fam when they were doing early fucking WrestleManias and shit. You see production by MTV. I'm like, no fucking way.
You know,
Look
all
at
these
this
companies
thing.
are they're all under some
Fucking
kind of
way, man.
umbrella.
Vince, bro,
Sony,
he's
Pepsi,
Vince is the goat,
whatever.
bro.
Vince McMahon, he's my top 5. He's in
Top
my top
five what?
5 wrestlers.
Top five.
Top
Man
five
said Vince
wrestlers?
McMahon's in his top five wrestlers.
No
That's
way.
crazy.
Yeah, for sure. He's gotta be.
Yo. Who do you think
gotta
has-
be.
So who had
How is he not?
who?
How is he not?
Top 5 wrestlers?
But bro, like
Wrestlers?
okay, I mean
him
like
talk shit.
characters, wrestlers. Like he's
Okay.
definitely top
Okay,
5.
McMahon is a character.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
top
the
five.
character
Okay,
top 5.
okay, yeah.
Still wouldn't be in my
No,
top 5.
I'm not
but-
talking about his wrestling like moves and like his no,
His
but
persona,
like
his persona.
personas. Like, yeah, he's definitely in my top 5.
Who's your
for sure.
favorite wrestler?
My favorite?
Yeah, each of you guys.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, for sure.
You.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh.
Really?
You.
No, I just can't. That's the first thing that gets in my head.
I can't. I don't have one.
I
It
liked
has to
Andre
be
the
either.
It has to be
No.
in eras, though. You can't break
No,
it
it's
down
not
like
even that. It's
I
not
think
even
I
that.
think
It's
it
not
has to
even
be
that. It's
too.
not even that. There's like a super bias for me for everybody. So like, what? It's 2.
Yeah.
It's because of Canadian, so it's got to be Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels.
Okay. They're
But
Canadian?
then again, well, Bret Hart is,
Oh, okay.
and just because like
But Bret Hart was so like
he was a dryas.
he
but,
was so
but he was
he
technical.
was so vanilla. Like everything was just so
but,
like
but as a wrestler though, he was dope. Like,
Like,
as, Like you could put like Bret Hart
The great
could
debate.
wrestle now. Like the way the wrestling is now,
Yeah,
he'd
yeah.
be perfect in this era.
I like
Yeah.
Andre the Giant and the Undertaker. I don't know
big
why.
niggas, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, you let them tall niggas that's gonna lift you up with one hand. But to
Undertaker's top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
the person
Top
that
five
got
for
me into
sure.
wrestling
I just
was Macho Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Macho Man,
yeah.
Randy
Macho Man
Savage,
was the
for
guy,
sure.
man.
And it's
I
Ultimate
liked Hulk
Warrior.
until I
My
realized
favorite
he
is
was
Ultimate
racist.
Warrior still.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
You just come down and just shake your shit up. He just and he's going. He's going. Like, he's the best.
And then what
He's
you
the
have?
best.
What's it, the
He's
honky
the
tonk
best.
man?
Honky,
Oh,
oh
man.
man, you're going way back.
That's a way back.
That's a WWF. before
That's like
WWF.
rubber
That's why my brother
toys
was
with the
clotheslining the
wrestlers.
shit out of me, and my mom like banned
Honky
us
Tonk
from
was the same
watching
time
it.
as Macho and all of
Yeah,
that.
because Macho, like that's
But
all.
a lot
like,
of people
like
don't know that's,
94,
like-
95.
Wrestling is so like connected to like just like the music industry and artistry because it's just like everyone's
live
playing
play.
a character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they all have a
Yeah.
costume and shit. You know that's why I wear all the do-rags all the time. You know what I mean? It's part of my costume now.
Facts.
You know, like people see me online with the videos and shit. They always expect me to wear a do-rag. I was just at an event the other day. They're like, "Yo," guy came up to me. He's like, "Yo, holla at me after. I have a do-rag for you."
Say what?
Like I'm known to wear do-rags now, so everywhere I go is like I have to have a do-rag on.
It's crazy.
It's a costume.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
know
they used
I
to
mean?
do for me when I first started.
Yeah,
I was
the
the
do-rag.
do-rag daddy and shit like that, right? So, what is it? The do-rag daddy. I was rolling up the big fatties or whatever. But yeah, they used to always like give me do-rags. Like that's why I have like velvet do-rag. I got all kinds of crazy.
But it's the
do-rags. I
same
was just like,
shit, you know. WWE, everyone's playing a character. It's the same shit.
I
Everyone's playing
really
a character
took
in
to
the
with
industry.
this bar, the Sri Lankan guy, and he every Monday, it didn't matter what basketball game was on, like the people that had to fight him, like, yo, turn this shit off. Why you always want to watch these dudes running around in panty and like, and I
used to have
really
to deal
took
with
it. I'm
that in
like, yo,
jail.
this is literally like watching a play. Like we know it's fake, but it's still like mad entertaining. It's like this
It's
is
a big
really
soap opera.
That's
It's
why
a
The
reality
Rock-
soap
The Rock
opera.
is like one of
You know what I
the
mean?
top
Yeah.
like
Fucked with it.
actors, paid actors, and it's like, yo, why not? Like they're literally acting. We
Mans would
believed
have
it.
a bunch of drama
We were there
backstage and
clotheslining each
niggas
other
would go
like you're
handle
really
it in the
supposed to do this
wrestling.
shit.
You know what I mean? You talked about my wife? All right, buddy.
For real, they had like
Let's
whole
take it out to the
skits,
ring.
yeah.
I'll see you in the ring later.
A couple of them had albums and things. Like, I think it went hard.
I do have another question for you. Actually, a quick question. It's about you doing the ooh yeah content and your music. Is it a gift and a curse to be popular with the ooh yeah, but the music is not so well? It got you into a great position, but what would you rather now? Do you want your music to blow, pause, or do you think the content thing is going to help your music? You know, there's so many questions. I can't even.
I don't think I know what you're
Yeah,
you're saying though.
yeah.
I don't think it's a curse just because it's still people tapping in, regardless. I see what you mean in the sense of people are tapping into the content, and I had this situation happen to me literally 2 weeks ago. A girl hit me up in the DM and we were talking and she was like, "Oh, I didn't even know you did music. I thought you were just a TikToker."
It happens. a
You know
lot.
what I mean? And I was
Yeah.
just like, I felt a way about
Yeah.
that. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, I
Dipshit.
really do music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm an R&B artist. I just do this because I'm trying to connect with people.
Facts.
And then it bothered me for a little bit
Yeah.
until someone in Atlanta told me, like, bro, it's okay. They're still tapped in,
Facts.
regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So regardless you post, even if it doesn't go crazy, they're going to see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let them think that you're a content creator. Go ahead, keep doing more of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're tapping in regardless. You're still doing your music, and they're eventually going to see that you make dope
Exactly.
music.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it did bother me knowing that someone was out there like, oh, he's a content creator.
Yeah.
But that's a day and age we're in now. You feel
Honestly,
me? So
people
it's like
are
it's
buying
good.
you more than your music. Like
It's
the
like
music is a
whatever.
bonus. Like once they fuck with you, you could like fart on a track and
Yeah, it's
Ice
like
Spice,
it's
they're
like
gonna buy
whatever,
it.
bro. Like if you want to look at me as a content creator,
Yeah.
go ahead. It don't matter to me. A support is support, regardless, bro. You feel me? So yeah, it did happen to me. It did happen to me though.
Who's more influential in Atlanta, Jermaine Dupri or Future?
Jermaine Dupri for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Future's up there though. Like he's up there. Like a lot of people, everyone fucks with him. But Jermaine Dupri, he's the
just got a
man.
bus.
He's the man.
I don't know, man. I would
I got
say
to meet
Future.
him. I got to meet him.
I feel like
on
Ti
Southside
has
Day.
more. Like I feel like they
More
say
what?
his like respect or whatever.
Don't forget
Kind
that
of like.
T.I. is
He was a
not in the
rat.
straight and narrow with the streets.
But we're talking
He's
about
a
Atlanta.
goddess. Yeah,
Not
in
like
Atlanta.
That's what we're
general
talking about.
masses. I don't know. T.I. gets a lot of respect.
But Future's
on there.
also like, yeah, he's also straight from Atlanta, and I'm not gonna lie. Everyone looks at him over there like Drake here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
he's the guy.
He's the guy that put Atlanta on.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's the guy, bro. He's the guy.
Can you make a phone call so
But I
we
don't
can
know.
confirm it?
But I don't know why he put that song out, bro. That was crazy.
This guy's still on the song. This man
Because
is-
it
so
makes no
disappointed.
sense. The man's like,
I gotta hear this
The
song.
beat is I'm not gonna lie. The beat
It's
Fire.
is
It's
gonna
like
have you.
released,
The
it's
beat's
out
gonna have
there.
you. The beat is so fucking fire.
What is it called?
But it's like my
It's
nigga.
like Planet Comet or something.
Plutotsky.
And it's
Podolsky,
new or?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, bro, the beat's so fire.
But you know what? I think it's
Why you gotta
Atlanta
do?
people are just experimenting. Look at Andre 3000 with his
Bro,
Fruit
all I
album.
know
Oh
is
my
when he
God,
said, bro,
he's doo-doo.
all I know is when he
What?
said,
He said Andre 3000 is
I
doo-doo?
truly
Oh,
felt that.
man.
Andre 3000 is not. You guys need to
He's
stop
not
them.
as
man.
goated as
And
you guys
You
think,
Atlanta
still.
guys stop need to putting him in top 5 and
He-
leaving Big Boy
with
out. That's
Andre.
fucked up.
No, okay, I'll agree with that. Big Boy, I'll
Big
definitely.
Boy got more
I'll
solo
agree to that.
music, more
Definitely,
fucking
Big
music
Boy
in
should get a
general.
lot more
Stop
credit
this
than he
shit.
does.
Who you want me to call Ray
Yes.
and ask him what?
Who's the most influential artist in?
I think he's gonna say Future.
Wow.
All right, let's see. Let's see if he answers.
Let's see
He
if
might be
answers
shooting.
first.
It's Wednesday.
I feel like
Oh, this
He
is a
might be
film
shooting.
day? Oh no.
it kind of goes. It's kind of like a Drake versus Cardinal. It's kind of like different generations ish. Because you can't deny
for
JD.
what? What generation for what?
Between JD and Future, I feel it's like a Drake and Cardinal type of
I
shit.
don't
Like,
think
they
so
both had
because everybody's
different-
going crazy over Lotto. Lotto's a product of Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine
Yeah, he's
Dupri is a
definitely
product.
shooting.
There's a lot of people that's a
Well,
product
but
of Jermaine
did
Dupri.
she sign to him? I know she came up through his show, but did she actually sign to him though?
But she's just a product of him.
It's a piece
Like
of product.
she's come up
product of him.
through the Jermaine Dupri camp
house,
or
yes.
whatever. Yeah, just like Future came up through
Right.
Dungeon Family.
So like, think about like all those artists and their camps they came out of. The
But that's like
camps is
coming up through the
technically-
remix project, right? It's like you're there for a moment in time, but they didn't make your whole career, especially if they didn't support you thereafter.
No, but you still
But
came
you
up
still
through
came
them.
up from under them.
Yeah, but then what?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
That's when you
matter.
came up
It's a part of your
that's-
story.
That's actually like a notch on the remix project's belt if you become successful. Because regardless if they helped you or not, you went through
But
their
that's what I'm
school.
saying. It's been it go that but see that's where it goes into people taking credit if they didn't actually do anything for you. Like if I came up through the remix project and let's say the remix project did nothing for me, but I just happened to be in the remix project, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, it's because of the remix project X, Y, and Z if they weren't fucking with me or supporting me afterwards. I just cause like I seen when Lotto bust out, like she's been doing her thing for a while, but when she actually got her break, it was like her team. Like I swear Jermaine was like he doesn't even like what a lot of female artists are doing. Like he's really anti like Sexy Reds and all that stuff because he's just like, yo, these girls are not really rapping.
But Lotto's
They're just
not
selling
doing
this.
Sexy Red type stuff though. Lotto's actually
I've literally
spitting,
seen him
but she just
speak
doesn't.
against it,
But she
though.
just asked. In my opinion, I don't think Lotto.
I think she
is a
can
bars
actually
woman.
rap. I don't feel like she
think so.
needs to. You don't think she can rap?
No.
I love that little girl. I think she's lit.
She's good looking.
No, I don't. I'm a
She's
girl. I don't care
she's
about
a
that.
great character.
Who's
No.
Sexy Red?
No Lotto.
No, she's
But
dope.
she's not a
Okay,
spitter.
I like
she's not no
Sexy Red.
bars woman. She's not no
I
Doechii.
mean,
Like-
bars in comparison to what? Lauryn Hill? Like,
Doechii.
no, we're never gonna reach
To
that.
Doechii.
Nigga, shut up. Lotto
never-
can rap,
No, she
bro.
can't,
What?
bro.
Oh my
Lotto
God.
cannot
Get the
spit
fuck
bars
outta
like that.
here.
There's no bars that
This
hit
nigga
me.
is
Okay,
fried.
that's what I'm
I'm
I
not
love
fried.
Lotto,
I'm
like-
not fried. Lotto is not a bars woman.
She has bars.
Not really.
Here's the thing is, with-
spit one.
I'm not gonna sit here.
Rip me out the
honestly, I
plastic.
couldn't
I've been
even
acting brand new.
you
Boom.
go.
Nice and freak.
For her generation, like I'm gonna be honest, I don't really listen to other artists' music other than my own because I will pick up and start to be influenced by people, and I don't want to sound like anybody. So I'd be lying if I sit here and act like I could sing people's songs front to back. But when I watch, like in terms of like female rappers, like there's very few right now that I personally feel like I'd actually like I went to Lotto's
Yeah,
meet and greet
shooting,
and stuff
for
like
sure.
that. I wouldn't go to Ice Spice meet and greet or any of that stuff. Like I feel like Lotto actually kind of holds her own when it comes to like rap, and she writes.
Fuck
like I gotta
Lotto.
give her props. She writes her own
You're a
shit.
hater. By the way, during the
Legit.
time we've been filming, K Money started dissing
Oh, God.
Top 5.
Oh, my
and
God.
Top 5 ended up in Alexander Parkway.
Really?
Fam, I'm telling you,
wanna be on the
Toronto
road.
is not a real place, bro.
That's fucking hilarious.
He went over there
Yes.
to do what?
I don't know.
I'm guaranteed he's
Looks
still
like
on
we might have to
probation.
do another alert pod or emergency pod.
Oh my God.
We'll
All I
figure it
know
out.
is Top 5 is doing it right, bro. He's going on his
Going to
little-
Alexandra Park is
Or-
not
That's
doing
not
it
doing it
right.
No, but like he's going
Pretty
the
big.
thing that he's doing, the things that he's doing right now. He got a Joe. He's
on
doing
social
tapped into
media,
all
but
these
it's like
streamers.
when is
and
enough?
You know what I mean?
But
He's
you go
doing
too
what
far.
he needs to do. He's online.
That's what I'm saying. That's
He's
again
online.
what I'm saying. See, that's my point. He's doing what he needs to do. It might not be to the right people, but like
This is what
doing,
Toronto
like,
wants to see, bro. I'm sorry,
not even
but
just
it's
it's
so
not even just what
fucking-
Toronto wants to see, but like he again to my point, he was on Aiden Ross's stream last night
Yeah.
and got his song played.
Yeah. He's
So
doing
even
what
though
he
he's
needs to
doing the
do.
fuckery, at least the point of which all artists should do is go on a streamer shit and get your song
and getting
played.
your song played, or
Like, you know
getting
what I'm
your
saying?
music out
That
there.
should be the main thing.
And he did it.
And yes, the bloggers will pick up the fuckery, but at the end of the day, yes, he got his song played out there. So I wish the other artists don't do it the same way, but go about figuring out how you can get on the Aiden Ross fucking live stream
sure.
and get your song out there, bro. Academics, whoever, Ray Daniels, whoever the fuck's out there, because you never know. I see Boy Wonder has a stream.
I seen that too. I
You
seen
know what
him
I'm saying?
talk
Shout out
about.
to Boy.
Yeah, it's up. We're up next. Hopefully.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like just go out there and do stuff. And that's the reason why. Top 5 out there right away. I haven't even seen K Money on a stream yet.
Yeah.
Especially
Okay,
after
but here's
the
the
shit.
thing: it's like you get your music played, and then what? You end up dead in a week or two. Like,
Oh
it's
come on, that's the negative aspect.
No,
of
it's
things.
not negative. It's real because that's what happens to a lot of these people. They're clout chasing, and then what
But
ends
not
up happening?
everybody.
Like, we
Not
kinda-
every-
but that's
everybody's
basing.
making
Yeah,
music
not
like
everybody's
that.
not making that kind of music, right? So
So
don't
this
like.
could be to John
Here's my thing.
Cabango.
I'm not gonna
This could be
condone
to
if somebody
11-11.
Right, but
you know what I'm
we have
saying?
to be realistic, right? If somebody just came fresh out of jail, I'm not gonna sit here and cheer for somebody doing something that I know could put them right back in. I just feel like there's other ways to be relevant. Like to me, it's like if it's like watching like a
Not in his circumstances though.
It's
Just
like-
because of what he even went in for and how he went in is like he's just picking up where he left off when he went in.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's my point.
It's good right now. He's
For
doing
what? Like,
he's getting
clout?
all the exposure. All I've seen on my live feed is him. Literally, every time I'm scrolling, it's top 5.
I just
It's
feel
good.
like every time we see
is
this,
it-
and then in a couple months they're no longer existing. It's like you ride that wave, but at what
But
cost?
is he? But knowing top 5, he's gonna be existing in a couple months. He's gonna go live and everyone's gonna tap in because he's gonna be saying some crazy shit.
So is it a good thing that he did only 3 years? Because I've seen people that did 10, 13 come out and pick up where they left off. I mean, what do you think about that though? But they don't get the same response as top 5 is getting right now.
Because I think it was perfect timing. Like he wasn't in for that long. Like 3 years is still long. Don't get
Yeah.
it twisted. It's still long. But it wasn't like he was in for 10 years
Yeah.
and then came back and everything's different. People are forgetting about the man. Not to mention he was in jail and people were still talking about him.
He was still promoting and
He was
marketing
still
himself.
promoting. He was still doing
Definitely.
shit. He made
Yeah.
a video.
Bobby Shmurda didn't do no video.
You know
when
what I
he
mean?
went
Like he
inside.
made a video, like and he came out and he's just picking up where he left off and he's doing it right. And people are gonna hate because he's doing it right. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, Jungle's the most hated hood right now, because of him. You know what I mean? But it's like he's,
I don't
but
think
bro,
it's
he's
hate.
out
I
there.
think like when he's just speaking on.
I don't know. Still,
dead
Driftwood might have you
people, I
guys
just think
still.
it's
What,
sticky,
you think so?
Well, they're clicked up, so
But
they
they're
hit it
clicked
together.
up. But they're
They hit it
clicked up.
together.
So it's like
It's a 2-1 hate.
they're clicked up.
Bring all the hate. Bring all the hate. You guys can hate us. Fuck them.
You know what I mean? But he's doing what he needs to do, bro. And shout out to him. It's crazy because it's like all I see when I see him is his bro. Foolish. That's all I see. Like this is what Foolish was supposed to do and what he was supposed to be. You feel me? And now he's just like took it over and he's doing it 10 times, 100 times more. You know what I mean? Because like I was recording his brother in the studio when I lived there, and he was the exact same person, literally.
What happened to his brother?
Exact same person. He got shot and he passed away. But you know, he was a good guy, bro. He's a good kid. Foolish, a good kid. But it sucks what happened. But that's all I see when I see top 5 because they have the same exact mannerisms. Everything that he says exactly would be like what Foolish would say. You know what I mean? So I love seeing that top 5 is doing his thing. Yeah, he might be doing it a different way, but personally, me is like, bro,
The
keep
mom
doing
in me
what
is
you need
just
to do,
different when
bro.
I see them doing stuff like that. I'm just like,
The mom in
the
me.
mom in me is always gonna. The mom
Then
in
you put
me
the
is
artist
like,
back
yeah.
on. Put your artist hat on.
No, but I'm still a mom.
As an
Like,
artist,
you're a
he's
dad. If
doing
you
what he
see
needs to
the
do,
reason why
man.
you don't like seeing certain things that females are doing is because you're a dad. We're always gonna go into that. If you see like oh, what about the young girls and the sexy reds and this and that? Like you know, we do look at things.
But I'll be honest, is what Toronto, like, yeah, I feel you. Let's see when you say it's not what Toronto, like, I feel though it's a lot of it has to do with Toronto wanting to see that, bro. Because if top 5 were to put a song out and it had nothing to do with like drilling somebody,
politics, or
politics,
anything, nobody's gonna watch it.
I don't think it's going crazy.
But I've been already said this. No, hear me out. The fan base is part of the problem.
Thank
because
you.
the fan base
Thank
fucks
you.
with the fuckery.
Straight
So
up.
we're only giving the fan base what they've been asking.
Right.
But the blogs too, bro.
Right.
Not
The
just the
blogs
blogs.
too, though.
It's
The
not
blogs-
just the blogs, but again, to the
blogs-
fan base's point, if the blogs actually post something and like was positive, and the fans actually came out and commented the way
Right.
they do on the fuckery, the blogs will post more positive shit. But if you're posting positive shit and it's not getting no fucking traction, but if I go post these guys beefing and you guys are 200 fucking comments, then what the fuck? I'm gonna post the fucking shit
Yeah,
that's gonna
real
get me
shit.
200 comments.
Straight up. I'm not gonna
so
lie,
it's the
straight up.
fans' fault too.
It is.
Instead of them seeing the post and not commenting, like we have this little fucking jerk off in the comments on our YouTube right now talking about, oh well, you guys don't want to promote this and that and the third. You guys want to promote the fuckery. But when we interview positive people, you guys don't comment.
They don't give a
You
shit.
guys don't watch.
They
So
don't give a
then
shit.
you guys are part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree to that, but I also feel like people kind of like, if you post something right now, and like if I post me and you fighting, immediately we're gonna get like a couple thousand views or whatever. But if I post us saying like, hey, you're my brother and I'm your sister, it's gonna take a minute to get there. But I feel like patience is a virtue. It's easy to get traction off of negativity quickly. It's easy to get negative responses, and we thrive off of that that immediate gratification instead of taking the time to build. There are people, it's just like when people, I'll go back to being a female, when people are like, oh, you know, no girls are making positive music, this, that, da, da, da. There's plenty of people, but people aren't promoting those ones. So in terms of like, and I'm gonna give you guys a like power, I don't think podcasters and even DJs realize their position of power. You guys kind of control what's popular. We just make whatever it is that we know you're gonna put on out there. But if you guys say, you know what, anybody that comes on my podcast and talks about drama, you're getting booted off immediately. We need the promo at the end of the day. So if you guys don't condone it, we can't bring it. We're bringing what we feel the pot. Everybody wants to get on Six Buzz. Nobody wants to get on Six Buzz for having the hottest song. They want to do some stupid shit and be reposted. That's every artist's aspiration right now. And as an artist, it's detrimental because sometimes you can't get out of the things that you put yourself in, or you're walking around with a bounty on your head because you got one viral video and now everybody hates you off of it. Like, it works, but you gotta have something to follow up with it afterwards. That's my only thing. And I just feel like, because like, you know, Belly was my cousin, rest in peace. Like I've lost a lot of young rappers that were like family members to me, where I'm looking, it's like, yeah, the stuff that they were doing, they were popular as fuck, but like, your mom is missing you. Your kid is missing you. Like, so it's like, I get it. I get the clout and I get the popularity, because I don't want to come across as like the Debbie Downer or the hater, but it's like, we are losing a lot more people than the industry is producing in Toronto.
But that's why what 1111 is doing, what he's doing is great, because he's representing us in a different light, in a
He's
content
positive.
space,
Yeah.
right?
I
the,
agree.
The hoods in Toronto not
I
to
agree.
go to. Those are things, but if you tell the other people, like the other artists in the city, to do similar content, they might think they're too cool for that
You
shit.
can't tell
You
anybody
understand
what to
I'm
do.
saying?
You just have to know what works for you. Like, I feel like...
But that's why we have this space,
Right.
right? So we can advise, and not to
Right.
say, tell them, hey, you need to. We
No,
just be like,
I just feel like
should.
what's
You-
working
you know-
for top 5 works for top 5, but I don't think it should be glorified so that other people think, well, if it works for him, it's going to work for me.
sucks because he's the best rapper in the city, so they're gonna
Yeah,
really
unfortunately.
promote what he's doing, regardless if
But
it's
that's the thing,
negative or
because
not.
Yeah.
so when you say best rapper, right, you mean in terms of his also lyrical content as well,
No,
right?
No.
I
Oh,
never
no.
said that.
Do you
That's
like
different.
his music? Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you like his music? I can't speak on his music or anything, so I'll just ask you guys. Do you guys like his music? Like, does it have...
I think he's a hook guy.
Yeah, sometimes
I think he's
he
a hook
he
guy.
knows how to make. Yeah,
I
he
think,
knows how to make
he
a
can
hit.
I think he can make a fire hook.
Yeah, he knows how to
I
make
think
good
he'll make a fire
hooks
hook.
for sure. And I guess I do
like a
remember
nice
some
assist.
songs in my head. So
Right.
yeah, he's good. He's decent.
So do you feel like his hype is more than his music? Like the entertainment
Yes.
aspect is bigger than his...
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Gotcha.
But his
Okay.
music is just like the cherry on top.
Right.
You know, but he's
Gotcha.
an entertainer. He says it himself. He's
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
entertainer. And he is an entertainer.
And there's
Because if
nothing
he
wrong
goes
with
live
that.
right now,
That's-
I guarantee you, even during this, I'm going to be like, let me just see what he's
Yeah,
saying.
I think he's mad. I don't know
He
his
said,
music.
who's he roasting right
But
now?
that goes to show us, like with a lot of us, like you're saying, being like known as a TikToker, and I was saying earlier, like I had like some traction from a podcast, like, oh, you're the girl from the podcast. It's like, if you want to be known as an entertainer, that's different. But if you want to be known for your music, it's like at some point, it's like, when is the fuckery outweighing the music?
He's going to be known as an entertainer for a while, too, because it's like, he probably ain't in the studio consistent. Even right now, the first place he didn't go was the studio.
He went to the
The
mosque
first place,
first.
the first he went
So
to
who
the
has
mosque,
better
and then
music,
after
him
the
or
mosque, he
Pressa?
went. Pardon?
Who's better, him or Pressa?
Presso.
Who makes better music?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pressa makes
Yeah,
better
I would say-
music.
That's
I would
a
say
little bit
Pressa
different
makes
because
better
Pressa's
music.
around like
But he's not more entertaining than
yeah,
Top 5.
like Pressa's
Yeah.
just
No.
around
Not even close.
musicians
Gotcha.
and people, songwriters and people that are trying to make his music better. Whereas
But I think Pressa could be as entertaining, but I don't think he puts himself in front of the camera.
He doesn't.
Right.
It don't,
And
it
that's
won't-
where you win, right? 1111 wins by putting his face
Right.
on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And that is and I guess that's where what Atlanta taught you. You know what I'm saying? And obviously you too, Cinnamon. Like being outside of Toronto taught you guys
Okay, hold on.
how
Ray,
to develop as a.
Yeah, Ray just hit me back.
Oh,
Let's see
yeah?
what he
Oh,
says.
shit.
oh yeah,
Oh shit!
he's filming.
Yeah, he's definitely filming. Well, let me just FaceTime call him real quick.
See who he's filming with.
Ray.
Tell
I'm
him
here.
You're on the Man Dem show.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, bro. But I'm on a podcast. I'm on a podcast right now with Gutsy and Vegas, right? And they want to know who's the most
Influential artist.
influential artist in Atlanta, Jermaine Dupri or Future?
Influential, Future. Jermaine Dupri in Atlanta is not considered an artist. He's considered a producer. If you ask who's the biggest producer from Atlanta ever, it's JD. But who has more influence, a bigger voice over like what happens in like with the artists of the city is Jermaine. It's Future.
Got you.
Oh,
You know
he's
what's
so
funny?
lucky he
You know
said
what's
that.
funny?
He
I told them that you were gonna say Future.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri don't really like. We don't really look at JD as an artist here. We look
Yeah.
at
That
him
makes
as
sense.
A producer.
Yeah.
producer, like more of a curator. Like JD is the plug. Future is who the Future's the artist. They're looking for plugs. JD is the plug. That's the difference.
Got you. All right, bro.
Yo,
Enjoy
ask
the
him when he's coming down here.
He wanted to know when you're coming down here.
I don't know, man. When they tell him when somebody fly me to Toronto,
That's exactly what it is. As soon as they fly
So
out,
let's go. Let's put it together. We're gonna put it out
Shit.
together.
All right, Ray. Enjoy the concert.
What concert is
Go.
that?
I have no idea.
Oh.
might take it to Vancy. Can
Something.
honestly get round trip for like $4 bills.
Wow, that's crazy. Shout out Ray.
Fireman.
You're a father too.
Yeah.
Yes.
How is that dealing with that situation going back from like Atlanta
It's
to
hard.
Toronto?
It's hard,
and-
bro. You know what I mean? Like I have 3 children, and my son is my firstborn, and he's 13. So he's at that age where he really needs me now. So I'm there for him a lot. You know what I mean? Try to be there for him a lot. Like, yo, you gotta. One thing I tell people all the time, bro, as an artist, like you gotta sacrifice shit. And if you don't sacrifice shit, you're just not gonna make it. Because even if you do, this shit does happen overnight, you're gonna have to sacrifice shit. Like I was just in Atlanta for 6 months and didn't see my kids at all for the last 6 months. You know what I mean? That shit was hard. You know, and like even before that, when I went to go live in LA for like I lived in LA for like 5 months, 6 months, same shit. I left and my baby mom's was pregnant while I left.
How does she handle that?
You know what I mean? And it was hard. She was strong about it, but at the end of the day, it took a hit on our relationship 100%. And I knew it was gonna take a hit, but it's a sacrifice I had to make, right? It's because I had to go to LA and, you know, meet people. Like my manager at the time when I lived in LA, he was Diddy's main engineer. So it's like I was tapping into people there because of him. So it's like
Pause.
I was tapping in.
Sorry.
I was
You guys are
tapping into
rubbing off
people
on me.
because of him, but it's like I had to make that sacrifice to go live in LA while she was pregnant with my daughter.
Crazy.
Are you still
And
with
then
the
I
mother
came
of your
back.
child?
No, and then I came like, of course not. You know what I mean? I took a big hit.
That's what I was
Like,
gonna say. Do you
a-
find it hard to date?
Yeah,
being
like
an
it's
artist?
like I was there for 4 or 5 months of her pregnancy. I came back and she was,
So already
you know
had
what I
the
mean,
kid.
about to have a kid. You know what I mean? Like
about to.
she was already. You
Oh,
know,
it was just there already.
yeah, you feel me? So it's like sacrifices, bro. Like I went to Atlanta, didn't see my kids for a minute. Like, and my son's 13 years old. He needs me now. You know what I mean? Like, this is the time where it's like, yo, he's a teenager. He needs a father figure in his life.
Very crucial.
You feel me? So it's like I sacrificed that to go be in Atlanta and focus on what I need to do. And now I'm here, and it's like it got me in a different mindset. But the first thing I did when I landed, what do you think I do?
You went
check
you
it
went
out.
with
I
him.
mean, I went
I
and
see.
got him. I brought him to my
To the
performance. I
fashion
brought
show,
him to
yeah, I
everything. You
seen
know what
that.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
he needs me. You know, and he needs to see that.
that's
Like,
right.
yo, your dad loves you just because I haven't seen you in 6 months. Just know that your dad was doing it for you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing all this shit so that you can not go through what I went through when I was a kid. Like, I don't want you to sit there thinking about oh, I have to wear these dirty shoes to school and shit, or I gotta. Like, he's at that age now, bro. Like he's at the age where it's like he cares about the shoes he's wearing, he cares about the drip he's wearing, you know. So,
and no offense, like he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, his son's gonna be a problem. Yo, problem.
Yeah.
Goddamn hole.
you're at the birthday. Yeah, you're at the birthday.
You got first-hand knowledge.
Fam.
That LA decision, did it come with the ultimatum? Did it come with, if you leave for LA, you know this ain't working?
I don't want to say no verbally. Like, it was verbally no. Like, she didn't say that. It wasn't like that. But it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I knew that. You know what I mean? Because it was like, we had before she got pregnant, like, when she got pregnant, and we were, like, weighing, like, yo, what are we going to do? You know what I mean? I was like, well, I'm not going to stop music. And I have a plan to go to LA. And I'm so with having a baby with you. You know what I mean? If you don't want to go about it the other way because you don't believe in it, and I understand that, and I'm not going to sit here and force you to do that. But I'm with whatever you say. But just know that I'm not going to stop music. You know, like I had a conversation with her with it. But obviously, you know, when it comes down to it and I leave, it's different. You feel me? Like, she was pregnant and I wasn't there to take care of her. So that she was alone.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And she had a son already. Like, she had a kid already that was there, you know? So, and I was, just imagine that, bro. Like, I'm in LA. And then she's there in the wintertime, and I'm in LA going to parties and going to the studio, and
She's having cramps.
she has to deal with getting shit herself and no car, and you know what I mean. So it took a hit. And I really loved her, but I had to do what I needed to do.
I love your transparency.
You know what I mean?
That's very real.
I appreciate that. You know, I'm trying to work on being a little more like, you know, vulnerable and open.
But people don't understand, like, as like a father and having ultimatums put on you and choices, and you have to choose family or music or a 9 to 5 and taking this shit seriously. People don't know the stress it comes under, because you could be so talented in this industry and you know you're gonna make it, but a hindrance is in your way, like a fucking job or a fucking your children or your wife nagging or some shit like that. It's really bad, because it's like you don't want to leave them in the dust, but at the same time you don't want to fucking X out your dreams. So like a sacrifice is needed if you want to make it.
Yeah.
That's because everybody makes sacrifices in this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the first sacrifice you run into is your family, your friends, financials.
Absolutely.
And then everything else is gonna be alright.
Family is
bro.
one of the biggest sacrifice, because
Family's a
it's
big one.
nice to hear it from a man's point of view.
11. You would put your kid in the music industry in this days and age?
Honestly, no, I don't want him, like, I don't want to, like, I'm not going to force it on him. I'm not going to be like, yo, go in the studio, make a song. None of that. I want him to be what he wants to be, bro. Like, that's why I don't even force him into sports. I don't force him into doing anything he wants to do. Like, yo, you want to play football? Go ahead. Let's play. You want to play flag, though? Okay, let's play flag. Let's go. Let's play it. But I don't want to see him in that. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what I would do if I seen him, like, on YouTube with a music video.
Yeah.
Fucking holding guns, dissing the dead.
When I saw my son in the
Or
background
you see
of
him
one
at,
of those,
or you
like,
see him
that's-
at Diddy's party and shit.
Feel,
and
like, bro, I would be like, Moro, I would feel
But at
some
least
sort
you
of
would
way,
know
bro.
how to guide them. Like, that's because I feel like
That's when I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
bro, if you're gonna do this, it's gonna be with me.
Straight up.
And I'm telling you
Straight.
everything to do. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're under my, and I'm recording you. No one else is recording you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
and I'm taking
that.
50%.
bodyguard, PR, manager,
taking
everything, bro. I'm taking it all. Shit. Would you want
feel
your
me?
daughters to do music?
And I'm getting that 50% on the production and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are they into
no.
it? Like,
I would want them to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
like
bro.
I'm on that level. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if they want to do it, fuck it. Like my youngest daughter wants to
Nope,
wants to do like reviews and talk
Yeah.
about movies and YouTube shit. The little kids are. My
Yeah.
little son too, and my second daughter. Nah. She's just a gamer. Like she's probably gonna go that route.
There's
and my
that.
first daughter already had her child, so she's already thinking.
Oh, really?
Money business. Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah, she's already
I gotta
thinking
catch
about
up.
how to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, see me. This is why I can't have a kid because my kid's not coming to me about they want to be a gamer. They want to no unless
That
you're
is
like
money.
unless I see you killing like 20 niggas in Call of Duty or 50 niggas, you're hitting streaks. If I don't hear the man on the next side be like, yo, this kid is like cheating. Then no. Go be a doctor.
But even that type of stereotype is even
Yeah.
pushing your child to something they might
give a
not
fuck.
want to do too.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got to be a doctor. You got to
give a
finish
fuck.
school. Or you got to
Right.
do medical. Like that's still pushing your child
hey,
in
listen.
a negative way too.
I
Sometimes
just kind of
because
let my
pressure.
son figure himself out,
Hey.
and then now we're at this point, like how you said, like 13, they need you. They kind of go away for a little bit, like we all did with our parents, and then you kind of come back, and it's like, because my son should have been in the NBA. He has the stance for it, body, everything, either NBA or football. He has that LeBron James type of build, but I couldn't. As talented as he was, I couldn't. You know, you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. And it's like we all saw it. Now he's looking at it like, dang.
You miss a shot.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, like you can still be like, what is it, a physiotherapist, or you could be a coach. There's still those other things. It's like, because I feel kind of guilty. It's like I'm following my dream, so you should have been doing it as well too. That's just all I want, whatever it is. But it's like I felt like almost like as if like. I don't know how to explain it. Like as a young parent, I don't know if you've ever felt this. It's almost like not competing with your child, but you're going through the same thing at kind of similar times.
Wasn't around my kids long enough to compete. Keep it real with you.
That's deep.
It was always music
That's deep.
or work
Because
or
I
try to
felt
make
like
money or in the studio.
When I was doing something,
I
felt
wasn't
guilty.
around my youths though. Still, not like that. Like
I
that.
just felt guilty, like I should be investing this time into him instead of me at the studio or whatever. So when he kind of was like, "Mom, like I see what you're doing, like do your shit." For me, this goes back to the social media stuff. This is why I'm so like I was adamant about the situation with the live. I got a kid out there who sees this, who's taking in whatever rumors are being said or whatever, and it's like there comes a certain point where it's like, yo, like I got a boy child and I'm a female. Like
It's a
that's
good
why I said
point.
the mom in me sometimes comes out where it's like certain things I can't condone because like I wouldn't want this for my kid.
It's a good point. Are you I guess you could say cautious in what you put out due to your son picking up a phone and might see his dad and
No,
what the hell is
no.
my dad on
Do you have
type
girls?
shit?
No, yeah, I have 2 daughters. No, I'm not like that just because like I said, it's a character at the end of the
Okay.
day. And I also just don't
You didn't do anything.
I don't do
crazy.
crazy. I don't post crazy shit.
Right.
Like, I don't post that crazy shit. But I definitely hide my story from him. He doesn't need to see my
Yeah,
story.
he's not allowed on my Instagram.
You know what I mean? Like, cause I might post some crazy shit on my
Straight.
story, but like I'm not posting on my IG. I follow him on IG. He follows me on IG.
I don't even wanna see
You
what
know
he's
I mean?
doing.
But like, I'm not really cautious on what I'm posting. Cause if I'm doing that, then it's like it's gonna limit me. You feel me?
Limit your-
like what if I like I'm not about to say I don't want to post this sex song I made. I'm still gonna post it because it's who I am and what I'm doing as 1111.
So your son
know what I
knows
mean?
the difference between 11
And dad,
you as your
yeah,
dad.
for
Right.
sure. Well, he'd definitely be going to school bragging to people, 100%.
Of course.
Because I went to one of his track meets and I had like 4 or 5 kids come up to me
Yeah.
all at the same time. Nathaniel says you're his dad and you have millions of streams on YouTube. Can we see?
Keep Six Solid posted you?
Yeah.
Can we see?
Yeah, that's
so I go and I
definitely-
show them and it's like, whoa. It's like, whoa. And I'm just like, Nathaniel's dad's cool.
But I think it's also
His
different being a
dad's
man
cool.
as well too, right? Like you can kind of bond off of that.
It's different.
Nobody wants to see their mom spread out on
It's true.
Instagram.
It's that's
Like,
That's
so
true.
there's, like,
That's true.
A different.
That's true.
Right,
That's different.
like,
Maybe a
that's-
white you.
what is it?
Anyways. Before we get out of here, because I'm hungry as shit, and I think all the food stores are closed. So I don't
Subway's
know.
open.
Tight.
I'm not trying to get a Subway. That's not filling my belly. You did sing that you were working with P. Diddy's engineer. So you probably worked with a 1-2 P. Diddy artist.
Yeah, I was writing for Cassie.
You were writing for Cassie.
Wow. Is that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that a actually no it's not. That's crazy.
Dead.
That's
yeah,
a-
bro.
that's
I was
a- that's a-
writing.
That was a half was.
That's a
Yeah, so I was writing for Cassie. I did like 3-4 sessions with her. One of the sessions were at Diddy's house in his studio because he'd have a big ass house and in the back is another house with the studio in it.
Wow.
Was this
studio room's
during the
crazy.
time? Like this is during the parties are going on, and you guys are in the studio. This is before
No,
the
this
parties.
is no parties going on.
No
This is
parties
just
going
the
on. This is a
studio.
regular day.
Yeah, just a
Regular
regular day. You know what I mean?
Any
So
baby
just-
oil in the studio?
Yeah, this guy's
Definitely
so
seen
big.
2 bottles, but you know what I mean? But like, I've definitely seen 2 bottles of baby oil, so it was really funny.
What year was
But
this?
this was like,
No, I'm
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
just
this was
from
like-
time reference. Like,
fuck, 2017, 18.
really? So that's pretty recent.
2017, 18.
That's really. Like,
But it was really funny. It was really
yeah.
funny. So I'm just there writing with her. She's
monster.
amazing, by the way. Like she's so chill, you know, smoking weed. Like she smokes hella weed, and we're just drinking wine. And
Look how girl like her.
yeah,
bumper
no, I'm
class.
singing on the mic. They had like a hot wireless mic, and I could like sing through it and have like all the effects go on and shit like that. So I'm just trying to write a song, and then like he just came and walked in, and was just like, "Who's this? Who's this nigga?" And because I was singing and I was belting it out. You know what I mean? So I'm there thinking that he thinks I'm hard at singing. You know what I mean?
Dad,
Like I'm a
wait
singer.
for
I'm
a
like,
moment,
okay, yeah. Gave me a hug and shit. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, why didn't you bring him to me, Maddie? How come you didn't bring him to me, bro? He's hard, bro. But then he gave like Cassie a hug, and I could just feel the energy
Yep.
was off. You know what I mean? Like I felt like, and this was before like that tape came out, obviously, and
yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like I felt the energy off. Like she gave him a hug reluctantly. You know,
probably got in trouble
and that's
later
when
on
I.
that night.
That's why that was my first like something's up there.
Yeah.
Like she don't want to be here.
Yeah.
She don't want to be here for real, and that's what made me think that she
Right.
didn't even really love music like that. She was just doing it because of him. You know, so I definitely felt that like there was something off and like something going on, but you know, my manager at the time saved me. He didn't bring me to Diddy, so good.
Good job.
You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
good.
good. You know what I mean? Like I've been to
crazy.
and it sucks because I don't even want to say that I've been to a Diddy party because it's like the shit that comes with
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I was there and I didn't do shit.
Right.
I didn't see anything going on, and I seen so many people there. Like I seen so many famous people there. So many. Party Next Door was there. You know what I mean? Like Belly was there. Odell Beckham was there. So many. So like it was filled with famous people.
Is 11:11 on the list?
I didn't see his name.
You're an idiot, bro.
You're an idiot.
For the record, I'm not signed to Bad Boy. I was never signed to Bad Boy.
I'm gonna look into it now.
Fuck you, Betsy.
Holy fuck, this
No, it's
nigga.
because she's been bringing up the list. So I'm just like,
Yo,
go down the fucking list, bro.
But like, it's just the stigma that comes with those
Yeah.
parties now is like no one wants to say they're at those parties.
But the
bro.
reality is, those parties happen in Toronto. It's just not Diddy. But like, them freak offs and shit is happening. Like, again, going back to Boozy and whatever. Like, it's a part of the industry. So it's like to say that you were there. I feel like if you're gonna. Like, if I was there, I'd rather me say that I was there than somebody be like, oh, I saw Alicia's-
him.
Right,
Yeah, because
like,
that's bad.
Because why are you hiding it? So
Yeah,
for you to
yeah,
be
yeah,
transparent.
yeah.
Not everybody was fondled by Diddy. Like I seen.
It would be
pictures of him.
different
His
if I
kids were
didn't
there
say
at
that.
some of them.
Yeah.
Right.
It would be different if I didn't say I was at a party.
Like,
then
what are you
niggas found
hiding?
out like,
And then
yo,
you're
you were
listed.
at that party,
And
bro.
then he's on the list.
And then all of a sudden I'm on the list, bro. It's just like, bro.
All you gotta do is just edit it in. I just gotta add 11, 11.
yeah, he's at the top of the list right there. He's at the top of the guest list. It goes in alphabetical order. Yeah, alphabetical order. It's the first one on the fucking list.
You have 11,
But
11,
one,
11.
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
right there.
At that one party I went to, I met so many famous people, so many people that I looked up to, bro. I was like, holy shit, this is insane. It was a shock for me, but I had to act like I was, you know.
You have to keep it G.
Was Meek Mill there?
Dead.
I'm not sure, maybe, but I didn't see him. I'm just saying who I met.
Yo,
it was like
Meek.
Sheik Luch.
That's 11:11, Daddy.
Yeah. It was all those
Wow.
people. I met Sheik Luch,
Five.
Jada Kiss, that was
No,
P.
that's what Puffy would say.
Daddy,
Even like he would have been like,
How
yo,
you guys
that's
feel about
Meek.
calling an ex-man daddy?
He would
Because
be
I know
like, Meek,
Jamaicans do
that's
that too.
11:11,
Is that a
daddy.
thing?
That's 11:11, Daddy.
Have you ever met somebody that you looked up to that disappointed you? Like when you actually met them in real life, you're like, fuck, I wish I just stayed in like Fantasyland. Say Puffy.
This guy, man.
Shit. No, not really. This
That's
guy
fucking
said
good for
pump.
you.
That's fucking hilarious.
That is crazy.
I mean, that's true. I think a lot of people feel that way right now. Fuck. Shit.
Nah, not really. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, not really. It was just. You know, I just look at a lot of people as just human at the end of the day,
Right.
bro. We're all human.
I agree.
You know, some are just popular than others. You feel me? So it's not like yeah, I never met anybody that was like, damn, I wish I just kept you as a fantasy. No, not yet. at least.
Have y'all? Have you ever met somebody like your idol or whatever, and it didn't match up to what you thought?
I feel like it has. I just can't remember.
I think when I meet Cardinal, I'll be disappointed.
That's what it was for me.
Why though?
These niggas.
He's
are-
mean.
I'm just playing with him. I like to bother him. That's not serious.
Yeah,
That's
we like
funny.
to bother Cardinal. I met Cardinal before though.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He is.
I met him a bunch of times.
So is Diddy.
Was he at a Diddy party? Cardinal's on the list?
Probably.
Is Cardinal on the list?
Probably. I'm gonna look a
never
little
seen him
deeper.
there.
I don't think Cardinal is a freak or any of that weird shit. I feel like he's too bougie for that. But
Nah, he looks like he's a part of the party.
no comment.
It's time to let the party die.
Cardinal smells good. I'm gonna give him that. But what?
That's a sign?
That's a joke. But I feel like it would be really interesting, like if we did like a documentary of like what was going on in the Toronto music scene. I feel like we would have like some.
You'll be bored, trust me.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't.
Ain't nothing
We
happening
would
in
not.
this bitch.
We would not. No.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not
The
at all.
funniest thing that I've seen this week or last week was with that Lady SB shit. That was really funny.
Have you met her?
No.
What happened?
But just
She got arrested for human trafficking.
but just the way
Who
not
was
not
it?
the
Lady
Lady SB shit, but
Lady
SB.
when what's his name?
Was she a
Friday was
rapper?
interviewing her
oh, the telly
and
thing?
gave her the come on fam.
He interviewed her
Bro.
and then she got arrested?
That shit was really
I'll tell you after, I'll tell
fucking
you after.
funny.
Okay.
That shit was funny as hell.
I just-
I'm
But
not gonna lie to you.
But
I think a lot of that shit's karma too.
Hey,
She
absolutely.
was one of the people that used to diss me about it, and I was just like, hey.
Goes around, comes around.
But yeah, it's just sad that our artists are going down like that more
Yeah.
than anything.
She's an artist.
Yeah.
Rapper?
Yeah, but I don't know about her. She's I don't think she's that talented.
Hobbyist?
In all honesty.
you don't think she would have made it? Like,
No.
Who do you feel is an artist right now?
I think she
that
would have made it for the wrong
should
reasons.
have, like, if they didn't have like obstacles or whatever blocking them, and it could be at any like genre. Like, who do you feel like, yo, this person should have been like the face of Toronto?
Me.
Hey, I ain't even mad
Sure.
at that.
amen to that.
For sure.
And there
For
goes that,
sure.
guys. Nice try. That's how you end the show. Like, straight.
Yeah, we have to because I was gonna seal myself up and say something crazy. 11:11. Let the people them. Let the people them
What
know.
were you
man.
gonna say though?
I'm gonna timestamp it anyway, so it doesn't make sense.
Whatever comes out, comes out.
I'm not gonna lie. Other than the gay shit,
Yeah.
I wanted to see what was going on in the freak offs. I'm a freaky ass dirty nigga. I want to see some of the shit that was
How
going
dirty
on
is
because
dirty?
how freaky was freaky. Because I've done
what's
some
your
nasty
definition
shit.
Of freaky? Like, what's the freakiest
Listen,
shit you
I've
get?
pissed shit on girls. I've done some nasty shit. I am a nasty nigga.
I mean, that's nasty.
But I don't think they're
that's-
talking about that when it comes to the
like,
freaks. I think they're talking about like,
Forcing
bisexual shit.
Oh.
Like he was like
I mean,
fucking
did
with
they
I let
agree?
niggas.
niggas watch
Did
me
you just
fuck
piss
before
on
too.
them?
I'm not gonna lie.
They were running like trains and stuff in high school, or as a
No,
grown man?
I'm just saying like I would fuck a girl and my homies would want to watch.
Okay.
but that's not freaky.
I'm processing.
To some,
That's a little
I watch
freaky.
porn.
That's a
But
little
I watch
freaky.
them
What do you
porn
mean that's
and
not
you don't know
freaky?
the
That's a little
characters.
freaky.
Like watching porn in real life is fine.
So you would let him watch me and you have sex right now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I would.
I would watch that.
It would be.
I would watch that.
I would watch it.
It's fine to me.
I take it back.
Yeah, I
film
mean,
it
I guess
all
it's
that
live
shit.
porno, but it's like
I don't want to know you.
for me, it's almost just like
we can.
yeah, like I don't want to know you. I don't
I
want
gotta see you afterwards. Like that was awkward.
It has to be a random. It has to be a random.
I mean, personally, I don't give a shit. Like,
See, not to
that's
be
what I'm showing you.
random?
I'm a freak. To me, I'm just like, you might teach me something. I did. Oh, so you cock the leg up like that? It's like, oh, okay. That's how
actually taking notes
That's
and
how
shit.
I'm thinking. Because just like he said, it's just like to me, it's like watching live porn.
So in the
Yeah,
recent
yeah.
lawsuit that came out, right, in the freak off, according to the recent one, he didn't use baby oil. He used menthol on his dick, which I'm assuming that's supposed to burn. So he was lubing himself up with like eucalyptus, menthol, some shit like that, and then he started anally fucking the girl, tore up her ass. So obviously the peppermint was burning up her body even more so. She
It's like
eventually
doing with black pepper.
she shit on herself. Then he just kind of wiped himself off and kept going. But there was still shit on it. And he was like,
Oh
fucking
my.
So
pussy.
she didn't tell him to stop?
He was raping her. So then he made her like, so the shit
the
off
shit
the
off
dick
the dick.
and all that
See,
stuff.
I'm not freaky like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a Scorpio, so like especially if I'm comfortable, we could do some shit. But if I don't know you like that, like we gotta build to get to that.
Yeah, well, that's the part that makes that part uncomfortable because you said he was raping her. Now,
not
if
even
he's
that,
not,
not even that, like,
yeah. So
I
now
don't-
if he's not raping her, that doesn't sound all off at
But
all.
it's not just the rape. It's even if like I actually know a person, it's gonna take me a minute for me to get to that point. Like I'm not doing all of that the first time we fuck.
Well, come
'Cause there's
on.
nothing
Well,
to look
everybody's
forward to.
different, but everybody's different. Some people's freaky levels are the first time. Like, okay, I don't have one night stands because if you're not freaky, I don't want to have sex. Like, what's the point of having a regular sex? To me, it's just like, I'm not doing a one night stand for just us to go do missionary back shot and then the
So I'm
girls
assuming you're
and then
single.
hold on then the girls want to act like they don't want to suck dick or eat pussy and then the guys want to act like they don't eat pussy, they only want to get their dick sucked. I'm not with that boring shit, so I
Fair
just
enough.
won't fuck. Yeah,
But is it boring? Again, it's comfort level, right? Like
I'm
'cause I
comfort.
don't
I'm
feel
trying to
like every
fucking have
dude
some
deserves
nice
to get his dick
fuck-
sucked, just
Listen,
like every
we're gonna
female
get this
doesn't
guy
deserve to
fucking
get her.
canceled.
I just remember when
He said his
like
kids loved
eating
it. I'm joking.
eating pussy was like
Cliche.
a no.
I love
Yeah.
that shit. I don't
It
care
was
what
a no.
nobody
When
says.
I
You
was in
can't
high
talk to me
school,
if you don't
eating
eat
pussy was a
Like,
fucking
we're
no.
grown.
Dap me up.
Like
That's why I go to Atlanta.
if you ate pussy, it
I
was
think
almost
I
like you were
go
a
there and I'm
snitch.
gonna say,
I swear to God, am I lying?
No, it's fact. It's still going on to this day.
Say it again, what?
The young niggas don't like them niggas that eat pussy, bro.
Like
They
if
be
you
on
eat,
some
and
shit.
back in high school for
the
me, it
young
was like
niggas
if
are
you
the ones
ate
that are
pussy,
open. It's the older ones. Like I would say, like 35 and up, especially if you're Caribbean. It's like, oh my
you
god,
were on
like,
your own.
You're getting beaten up
if
for that.
If
like,
niggas found out that you ate pussy in
Yeah.
high school, you were on your own. No one was chilling with you.
girls were,
That's what sick
were
people said. They
shit.
kicked
No
out Crook,
chill
the
with
Crook
you.
out of the group because because he was Dave kind of yamming Bopo. And I had to tell him, fam, that's not fair.
Yeah, that's not
Why
jail.
what he's doing in the bedroom is bothering you, the man them. Like that shit. But the man
Bro, I remember when I
cares?
I ate pussy for the first time. It was my baby mom's. Like I ate pussy for the first time. I went to school and I felt so guilty.
Dead.
Nigga, I was looking
Dead.
around. I was like, yo, does anyone know
That's
this
how
shit
girls
right
are
now?
feeling when they were sucking
I'm
dick in
not
high
gonna
school. Like,
First time I ate pussy, I had the garbage
The
can next
minute
to me,
before
and
it was accepted.
I kept spitting every time I was like,
Bro,
like I had the garbage.
I fucking did that shit, bro. I ate her pussy and I literally went.
Ew. But I kept going. I kept going.
I was like, ew.
When a nigga stops sharing blunts and splits with you,
Yeah.
that's when you know this nigga's eating some
that's what I see.
fresh.
A dude in Atlanta.
Man them smoking spliffs, you want it? Nah,
Yeah.
nah. I respect the man them enough to
Yeah.
say no, sir.
A dude in Atlanta,
I'm
we were
good
in a
still. I don't
studio
feel like getting high
session.
tonight.
Yeah, bro. I remember that, Gutsy. You're hilarious, bro. Literally, my first time, I was spitting out. I was like, I don't like this taste. What the fuck? Nigga, now I love it.
Fam, this is why I
Nigga,
can't
now I
have a
love
real
it.
pod because I'm telling you, we're really pod because yo, fam, I'll never
You get
forget.
off?
Like I kept doing it because the girl liked it. I was like, okay, she's getting off, and that's my whole thing. I want to get the girl to get off, but I'm like, this shit ain't as fun as it looking in porno. Like, I'm like, okay, now I see why the man are batting up the man for doing this. I'm like, this shit's not cool. But then like,
Slimy and shit. You're
Yeah,
just like, no,
but-
this was so weird, bro. Now it's like,
Flash
nigga.
forward 10 years
Now it's
later.
like, now fast forward 10 years later,
The
like,
Cookie
bitch,
Monster.
you're
Sit
so
on my
sweet.
face.
You're a treat. Sit on my face type
Yeah,
shit.
fam. I
made
don't
a
wanna
whole,
fuck,
I made a
fam.
whole song talking about eating pussy.
bro, I'm saying I don't want to fuck, fam. I'll eat your pussy, fam. I'm good, fam. We don't gotta fuck. You don't gotta suck my dick.
information after that.
Spice.
Oh, cinnamon for nothing. I'm just saying.
This is too much.
Get out of here. Let's go.
This is getting crazy. You would think that
Tell
was
them
drinking.
That and shit. All right, cool.
11. Thank you for coming in through, brother. Bro. We're gonna do a next episode, and we're gonna have the gal them, and it's gonna be a strictly sex episode.
Yo, let's do it, bro. You know I'm with that
Should be
shit.
on the bed.
Somebody already did that. The ungrateful nigga already has that idea, but we should do it. We should do it the right way.
the better way.
Yeah, we should do it the right way and show the ungrateful. Let me stop. Gutsy. Remember what celebrity you said.
Because I play by Snoopy
Ignore
diss
all the
track.
fuckeries. It's 11:11. Let the people know how they get a hold of you, man.
You can find me everywhere on all platforms. Instagram is super simple. It's 1111 41s 1111. Follow me there, and you see all my links to my music. I'm gonna be coming out with a new song October 4th. It's called Excited. Watch out for that, and watch out for this episode because it's gonna be lit.
Aloy.
Pick up yourself.
Hi, man. It's the Man Dem Show, bro. Gutsy, Vegas, Alicia, Cinnamon.
Holler. Thanks for
And
having me,
we're
guys.
off of this.
One.